You're listening to 2015 Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
1-1 to Klein. He swings that and hits that deep into left field. Persico is rounding back there. That ball is out of here.
The leg kick and the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to right, heading towards the corner. That ball is going to go. It is gone. A long home run into the back of the bullpen in right field for Gene Cohn.
Runners on second and third. Will Haney 1 and 2. Big swing, fly ball into left field. That ball is going back. That ball is gone.
Lennon set, looks to second. Now the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to left field. That one's deep. Donadio back near the fence. That one is going to one hop off the wall. Weiss rounds third. He comes in to score. Fabio's at second with his first Kettleers hit. It's an RBI double.
2-2 to Klein. Pop up to right field. Billingsley will grab it. Tagging up is Peterson. The throw to home plate is not in time. Court Peterson scores.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit to left field. That one's deep. Donadio back at the track. Looks at the wall. It's gone. Will Haney does it again. Another home run, and it's 9-1 Kettleers.
With the Kettleers warm-up, here's Axel Bawada and Dan Silverman.
It's game 39 of the Cape Cod baseball regular season, and tonight at Lowell Park, it's the Cotuit Kettleers versus the Falmouth Commodores. Good evening, everyone. Alongside my partner, Dan Silverman, I'm Axel Bawada, and we thank you for joining us. The Kettleers currently on a 2-game winning streak, defeated the Harwich Mariners, then a couple nights ago, the Orleans Firebirds. They're a game and a half up on these Falmouth Commodores for that fourth and final playoff spot. And Dan, tonight, they can really just, I guess, put Falmouth's playoff hopes into question with a win tonight, because they'd go up ahead 2.5 games with just 5 left.
And that would be huge for Kettleers' team that has some tough games coming up. At Hyannis tomorrow, at Bourne the day after, and then again against Hyannis. Those are all 3 tough games coming up. And you said it, the Commodores' playoff hopes will take a huge fall if they lose tonight. With a win, they're right back in it. So this is a huge game for both teams, because the Kettleers, if they win 2.5 games up with 5 games left, so not definite at that point, but very good odds. Whereas if they lose, well, it's back to anyone's race once again, which it's been back and forth for the last about 2 weeks, but the Kettleers can take a night.
And it was actually about a week and a half ago that the Kettleers defeated Falmouth at Falmouth. That was back on July 18th, and that really kept the playoff hopes for the Kettleers alive. At that point, really, it was Falmouth who was in the driver's seat. They are 1-8-1 the last 10 games. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Kettleers' 2-game winning streak, their last win coming Sunday night against a very good Orleans Firebirds team, a 4-2 victory over Orleans here at Lowell Park. And in that game, a 4-2 victory, the Kettleers scored a run in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. So 4 straight innings in which they scored. They limited a very potent offense to just 2 runs. And for the Kettleers, Daniel Brown pitched an amazing game, went 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, neither of which were earned, walked 2 batters, struck out 6. So Matt Milburn is coming off a bad start for the Kettleers. He went 1 2/3 innings, gave up, it was 7 runs. That was back against Chatham on the 21st. He's looking to bounce back the way that Daniel Brown did against Orleans a couple nights ago.
And Milburn just didn't have it a week ago. Those 7 runs, all in the second inning, wasn't helped out by his defense, but he simply didn't have it. He gave up 2 triples in that inning, and that was the reason why Cotuit lost that game. Those were the only 7 runs they gave up that night. So Milburn trying to get back into a good rhythm tonight. And up until that start, he'd been very good for this team. It was just one bad start. And as you mentioned, like Brown, hoping to bounce back. Brown did it very well, bouncing back on Sunday, as you said, was spectacular. Now Milburn looks to follow that same path that Brown started on Sunday.
Pitching for Falmouth will be Austin Tribby. We'll get back into that pitching matchup a little bit later. But for the Kettleers, a few hot bats really in this lineup. Will Haney has been incredible. Spencer Gay having a nice little streak of his own, and Brandon Berry, after a week out of the lineup, was in the game a couple nights ago and had a good game as well. So the Kettleers, in a time when they really needed it, crunch time really in the last 5 or 6 games of this regular season, really getting the job done. Currently in the standings, they are 15-23, so 8 games below 500. But fortunately for them, the West Division is really tightly packed. They're actually only a half game out of that third playoff spot. That's what Wareham has that right now. They're 15, 22, and 1. So let's just say the Kettleers defeat Falmouth tonight. Not only does Falmouth fall to 2.5 games behind the Kettleers for that fourth spot, but if Wareham loses, the Kettleers can actually fall into third place tonight. So a lot of big playoff implications across the entire Cape on this Tuesday afternoon. We are going to go ahead and head to a commercial break and wait for the national anthem. You're listening to Cotuit Kettleers Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
For the start of today's games. Stand and remove your hats. Our national anthem for today's game is going to be sung by a longtime Kettleer band, Mary Agostinelli of Marston's Fells.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. At the rocky turn, the past bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Moments away from the start of this game between the Kettleers and Commodores at Lowell Park.
about 80 degrees here. Sun beginning to emerge from the clouds. Scattered showers are in the forecast. We'll wait to see what happens really as this day progresses. Now the Kettleers are taking the field. Defensively for Cotuit, Matt Milburn is pitching. Will Haney is doing the catching. Brandon Berry playing first base. Cole Fabio playing second. Brody Weiss playing third. Michael Paez, the shortstop. And in left field, Brett Stevens. Center is held by Jaron Kendall. And in right field, Spencer Gay. We've seen him a lot in the infield. He spent the last few games in right field. Lineups for Falmouth, leading things off, will be the DH J.J. Matijevic. Batting second is the left fielder Boomer White. Evan Scoug, the first baseman, batting third. Batting cleanup right fielder Heath Quinn. He's a Cape League All-Star. Batting fifth, Tate Blackman, the third baseman. Mitch Longo, center field, batting sixth. 7-8-9 is the shortstop Tristan Gray. The catcher Logan Ice. And the second baseman, Caleb Hamilton. We mentioned it in the pregame. Matt Milburn getting the start after a not-so-great outing against Chatham. That was on July 21st. A 7-2 Cotuit loss. He went 1 2/3 innings, gave up 7 runs, 5 of which were earned, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 1 batter in what has definitely been his worst start to date here in the Cape League. So he's looking to bounce back a big way, the way Daniel Brown was a couple nights ago against Orleans. And every game has been important for the Kettleers the last week and a half, but pretty safe to say that none as important as this one, because if the Kettleers win today, they pretty much sink Falmouth's playoff hopes. And depending on what happens with Wareham in their game, I believe they play Harwich tonight, the Kettleers could actually find themselves at the end of the night in third place in the West Division, a far cry from a week and a half ago when the Kettleers were really floundering. Falmouth currently on a 5-game losing streak. The Kettleers a 2-game winning streak, playing their second straight game at home against Falmouth this year. The Kettleers are 3-2. They've struggled against the Commodores here at Lowell Park. They've owned Falmouth at Arnie Allen Diamond, though. So J.J. Matijevic, the lefty, into the box. Brody Weiss, the Matijevic, fastball high and away, misses, and we are underway. They're applying the overshift to Matijevic. Right side of the infield has 3 infielders. Shortstop Mike Pies playing to the left of the bag. Popping that ball up is Matijevic, and that will go foul along a third base grandstand. Almost hit some fans walking up the steps.
Gotta be careful when you're at a baseball game, and they were just not aware. That was pretty darn close.
No one seemingly looking up or caught by surprise, and it's 1-1 now. Matijevic has been on a tear these last 15 games, Dan.
In the midst of a 15-game hitting streak, hitting .424 over that span.
Here's the 1-1. Fly ball right center field, falls in the gap, it's rolling toward the wall. Matijevic going 2. Jaron Kendall, throw to second is cut off, and a leadoff double for J.J. Matijevic, and a 16-game hitting streak now.
And he is just red hot right now. One of 2 position player all-stars for the Commodores, went 0 for 2 in the game on Saturday. But he is absolutely raking right now.
A .424 batting average during that 15-game hitting streak, now 16. He has 26 hits, and 8 of his 12 RBIs have come during the streak. Against the Kettleers on July 18th, he went 2 for 3 with a double. So he's had some success against these Kettleers. Boomer White, the batter now. Righty, plays left field. Third baseman Brody Weiss playing in. First pitch to White is a breaking ball miss low and outside. Not exactly the start you want if you're Matt Milburn, coming off a not-so-hot start against Chatham. And looking to rebound, but a runner in scoring position already for the Commodores. They've been offensively challenged this season. Here's the 1-0 to White. Is an inside fastball, and it missed. 2 balls, no strikes. Falmouth this season has scored only 105 runs. That's last in the Cape League. Near the bottom as well in hits. 283 hits this season, 7th in the Cape. Milburn out of the set. Here's a 2-0. Popped up to right field, breaking in is Spencer Gay, making the catch, and retreating back to second is J.J. Matijevic.
And if you're White there, you have one job to do. You have to get Matijevic over to third. And he hit the ball to the right side, but not deep enough, and doesn't get the job done.
brings up Evan, first baseman from TCU. In 3 games against the Kettleers, batting just .182. These Commodores 1-8-1. Their last win coming against the Kettleers on July 17th. That was 11 days ago. Milburn looking over at second a couple times. First pitch is a fastball below the knees, or a breaking ball, excuse me, that misses. It's 1-0. Brody Weiss playing in at third base. And look like they're putting the shift on to the lefty Skaug. Mike Pies playing to the left of second base. Cole Fabio between first and second. The righty deals the 1-0. Swung on, left side of the infield, a base hit into shallow left. Rounding third is Matajevic. The throw from left field goes to Pies at second. A run scores for Falmouth. It's 1-0 here in the top of the first inning.
And after getting roughed around his last start, not the start Milburn was hoping for, and Mike Roberts already out to the mound to talk things over with his starter. So very early for a first mound visit, just 3 batters in.
Milburn has allowed 2 hits in the 3 batters he's faced, and right there for Evan Skaug, really good job to hit a liner opposite field with the overshift, playing to the right side of the infield. Skaug's a lefty, so he went opposite field. No one was there. And a nice, easy hit there.
You got ice pops today. Thank you,
Excellent.
Al.
Thank you, Al. So some ice pops on a day that isn't as warm as we've.
It's been pretty. Are you kidding me?
You know what?
It's hot today.
It's these,
Are
it's
you
these
kidding
fans.
me? I got into my car this afternoon around 3 o'clock or so, and my car was sitting in the sun. So the temperature that it read on my car, not the actual temperature, but because of the sun and everything, it said 97.
Yikes.
I think it was low to mid 80s today, but really, really hot and muggy.
Heath Quinn swinging at that pitch, hitting to left side of the infield. A base hit gets past Weiss and Paez into left field. 2 straight hits for the Commodores and 3 hits in their first 4 batters.
And right now it looks like Milburn just doesn't have it. And that's 2 straight starts that's been the case. We'll see how long it takes for someone to start throwing in the bullpen. Because with this being such a big game, and now Nick Lewis already trotting down there, Coach Roberts does not want it to get out of hand like the Chatham game did last week.
Tate Blackman, the batter, he's a righty. Shift now to the left side of the infield. But Barry is not holding Heath Quinn on at first. Milburn, the righty, deals first pitch. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate, a called strike. So 1. So Heath Quinn, before going 0 for 4 a couple nights ago in that 4-3 loss against Brewster, he was 7 for 17 before that, a 4-12 streak, and he reaches base safely. Tate Blackman. Here's the pitch. Is below the knees and blocked by Haney, rolling in front of home plate. 1-1's the count. Still an overcast day here. Rain in the forecast. About 80 degrees. Would say it doesn't feel nearly as warm because we do have 2 fans blaring here in the
That
press
always
box.
helps. Where would we be without those fans?
Milburn looking in for his sign. Deals the 1-1. A little looper. And that pushes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tate Blackman. Blackman, a third baseman from Ole Miss. And already Falmouth off to a hot start in this ball game. They lead the Kettleers 1-0. 1 out in the top of the first inning. Runners on first and second. Shift over to the left side of the infield. Second baseman Cole Fabio playing to the right of second base. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. A changeup on the outside corner, and that's 2 down now in the top of the first.
And that's a big second out for Milburn. First of all, getting it out, but a good confidence booster as well after giving up a couple of straight well-hit base hits to the outfield. And now can get 1 more out. He can get out of this inning, only allowing 1 run, which, all things considered, would not be quite too bad.
Mitch Longo, the batter. Center fielder bats lefty. The shift over to the right side of the infield now. Here's the first pitch to Longo. Is a fastball inside. Misses 1-0. We saw it against Evan Skaug, who is also a lefty. Overshift to the right side of the infield. He hit a liner opposite field. 1-0 to Longo. Popped up high, foul into the Cotuit parking lot. That evens up the count 1-1. Longo, a center fielder from Ohio University, in 3 games against Cotuit, batting .273. He steps back into the box. Milburn, the righty, peers in for his sign. Moves the ball around behind his back in his right hand. He's in the set now. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball down and in. Milburn could get out of this inning with 1 more strike, just allowing 1 run. Three of the first 4 batters he faced reached base safely via a base hit. J.J. Matijevic led things off with a double. He ended up scoring. Here's the 1-2 to Longo. Chopped foul along the first base line and all the way to the wall along first base and right field. So he steps, well, he doesn't leave the box, but he readjusts his helmet and his gloves. Stepping off the rubber is Matt Milburn. Still putting on that shift. Barry playing about 7 or 10 feet off of first base and behind the runner, Heath Quinn. Cole Fabio, the second baseman, playing between first and second, and Mike Pius, the shortstop, playing to the left of the second base bag. Brody Weiss, a third of the way between second and third. Here's the pitch. It's well inside a fastball, and that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We saw this shift happen a few days ago against Orleans at Eldridge Park. It's been I believe that was about 4 or 5 games ago.
Longer than it seems.
2-2 to Longo. Ground ball along first base line. Grabbing it is Barry. Stepping on the bag himself. A 3 unassisted. But not before the damage is done. Falmouth scores a run on 3 hits. They leave 2 runners stranded. We head to the home half of the first inning. The Kettleers trail 1-0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Cape Cod Healthcare now offers Cape Cod residents and visitors convenient urgent medical care by emergency room trained physicians at the Fontaine Outpatient Center in Harwich and the Stoneman Outpatient Center in Sandwich. For sore throats and coughs, x-rays and splinting, suturing of lacerations, and much, much more, come to the Stoneman Outpatient Center at 2 Jan Sebastian Drive, just off of Exit 2 in Sandwich, or the Fontaine Outpatient Center at 525 Long Pond Drive, just off Exit 11 in Harwich. Both have extended evening and weekend hours, and both centers are staffed by emergency room physicians. No appointment or referral is necessary. Cape Cod Healthcare, expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Bottom of the first inning, the Kettleers trail the Commodores 1-0 here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. And starting for Falmouth is the lefty from the University of Missouri, Austin Tribby. The Kettleers have seen him before. He's making his 3rd start against the Kettleers. He was a Cape League All-Star. He is making his 7th start of the season, appearing in his 8th game. A 2-2 record. A win against Cotuit and a loss against Cotuit. That was back on July 18th. 2 victory for Cotuit. Tribby went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs, 6 hits, walked 3 batters, struck out 5. He was tagged with the loss.
And his other start against the Kettleers came on the 4th of July, went 6 innings of 1-run baseball, and got the win in that game. So 2 very different outcomes for him. And we'll see which Tribby shows up tonight and which Kettleers offense shows up.
Leading things off will be Spencer Gay, the right fielder, batting leadoff for his 3rd straight game. And he's been streaking lately. Tribby, the lefty, in the full windup. Here's the first pitch to the righty, Gay. It is a fastball inside, misses 1-0. So after Gay, Jaron Kendall batting. The center fielder batting 3rd is Will Haney. Cleanup is Brandon Berry. Here's the pitch. Popped up high. Right side. Running for it is the second baseman, Caleb Hamilton, sliding in foul territory and making the catch. Wow, he had a lot of ground to cover, but he did it. Sliding in foul territory. And Spencer Gaze retired one away in the home half of the first.
That was a really, really nice play by Hamilton, who kind of circled that ball a little bit last second. Wound up sliding down kind of backwards with his back facing home plate and able to stick with it to make the grab.
So Gaze retired, brings up Kendall. Not exactly an easy play, especially considering that the easier play might have been for the right fielder Heath Quinn, or maybe even the first baseman Evan Scout. But really it was Caleb Hamilton who covered the most ground, but he stuck with the ball the entire time. Showing the athleticism. So Jaron Kendall coming up to the plate. After him is Haney, batting fourth, Brandon Berry, fifth, Michael Pius, sixth, Brett Stevens, and then 7, 8, 9 is Michael Cantu, Cole Fabio, and Brody Weiss. Kettleers wearing their home whites with the maroon pinstripes on both the jerseys and the pants. Falmouth wearing the maroon pinstripes on their white pants but wearing black road jerseys. Here's the first pitch to Kendall. Breaking ball inside corner, a called strike. Defensively for Falmouth, Logan Ice is the catcher. Evan Scout playing first, Caleb Hamilton playing second, Tristan Gray playing short, Tate Blackman, the third baseman. Here's the pitch, this time a curveball outside corner, a called strike. And then in left, center, and right, it's Boomer White, Mitch Longo, and Heath Quinn. Austin Tribby, a Cape League All-Star. Here's the 0-2. And that's a fastball that just missed off the outside corner. It's 1-2.
That didn't miss by a whole lot. Looked like the catcher, Logan Ice, wasn't sure. I don't think Kendall was certain that was a ball either. He was about ready to get punched out.
Here's the 1-2, breaking ball below the knees in the dirt. Kendall in 2 games against Falmouth, 2 for 10, and 3 runs scored. Last time these two teams linked up, he went 1 for 5, but scored 2 runs. Here's the 2-2 to Kendall. And it bounces off of Logan Ice. That's a foul, or excuse me, that's a ball, curveball, 3-2. Kendall this season batting .259. But we've seen how speedy he can be on the base paths. Austin Tribby onto the full windup. The payoff pitch. Hard hit ball into center field. Running toward the wall and getting under with some room is Mitch Longo squeezing it for the out. And boy oh boy, Jaron Kendall, just a really good hit to dead center.
Didn't miss that one by a whole lot. Hit that ball right on the sweet spot of the bat, made very good contact. Sounded good off the bat, just didn't quite carry enough. He hit it at the wrong part of the ballpark.
That brings up the big catcher from Alabama, 6'5", Will Haney. A 7-game on-base streak and a 5-game hitting streak. He has been excellent during that streak. First pitch to the righty, Haney. There's a fastball, paints the outside corner, a called strike. Haney, during his 5-game hitting streak, 3 home runs, 6 RBI.
5-game RBI streak as well.
Here's the 0-1 to Haney. Lays off of that ball as a fastball just missed below the knees. Kettleers trailing the Commodores 1-0 after an RBI single from Evan Scow drove in J.J. Matajevic in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Kind of with a changeup. It's 1-2. In the on-deck circle, if it gets to that point, Brandon Berry will hit. He missed some time with an injury. He's now back in the lineup. Here's the 1-2 to Haney. Popped foul out of play along the first base line.
And that was a changeup that was up in the zone from Tribby. But he got it away enough for Haney. All he could do was foul it off. But if that pitch misses more over the plate, with a guy like Haney, that could be big-time trouble.
Tribby fires the 1-2. Popped foul again, this time behind, still 1-2. Will Haney stepping out of the box. He's batting 198 now. His batting average definitely helped out during this hitting streak. 1-2. is chopped off of his body foul. Looked like it hit inside the box and hit off his leg and rolled to the right of home plate. So we'll redo the 1 and 2. And we've seen this from Haney. Even when he strikes out, even when he grounds out, he's just getting better at bats. He's no longer seeing 3 pitches and missing all 3.
That's been a big thing for him once the calendar turned to the month of July. Much better quality at this last week. The outcome is getting there.
Here's the pitch. Popped up and out of play along the first base bleachers.
The biggest problem for him has been hitting the breaking ball, and not just hitting it, but laying off of bad pitches. And this last probably 3 weeks or so, once the calendar turned to July, he's been laying off pitches, and also he's been able to fight them off more than he did in the month of June.
Should be looking in for his sign. He fires the 1 and 2 to Haney. Slug to left field, a base hit. And this inning still alive for the Kettleers. A 2-out single for Will Haney. He claps the hands, and his hitting streak now to 6 games, on base streak to 8.
And that was just a fantastic at-bat from Haney, an 8-pitch at-bat. He fouled off 4 straight pitches with 2 strikes and winds up lacing a single into left field.
Brandon Berry, the cleanup hitter. Against these Commodores on July 18th, he went 3 for 4 with a home run, 4 RBI, a double, 2 runs, a single. He just needed a triple for the cycle. First pitch to Berry is a fastball inside and a called strike. He then went on to miss some time after an injury before a game. I believe it was during batting practice. He was hit on the temple with a ball, and he missed a week. Returned a couple nights ago against Orleans, went 1 for 2 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Here's the 0-1 to Berry. Grounder along third base and foul, cutting toward the fence. He falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Will Haney's at first. Not at all a threat to steal. He's only stolen 1 base this season. He's only attempted 1 stolen base. And that came with 2 outs and a runner on third. I believe that was at Orleans. Back on the 21st. Should be the lefty in the set. Deals the 0-2 to Berry. Lays off of that one, a breaking ball below the knees. It's 1-2.
Look at Mike Paez on deck. Notice anything different?
Anything different about Mike Paez? He's wearing a sleeve?
No.
Wait.
Look at his face. What's missing that's been there for a while?
Oh, he has no facial hair. Is that what it is?
Bingo. Much different look for him.
1-2 to Berry. Called third strike on the inside corner. Side is retired. Will Haney gets a base hit, but it's left stranded at first. We're through 1 full. The Commodores lead the Kettleers 1-0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrate history for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Top of the second inning. Kettleers trail the Commodores 1-0 here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Axel Silverman on the call, and for Falmouth, 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. That is Tristan Gray, Logan Ice, and Caleb Hamilton. Gray will get things started. He's a shortstop from Rice. Milburn working out of the full windup. Fastball inside, a swing and a miss. And he ran into some trouble back in the first inning, but allowed just one run. Milburn deals the 0-1. Line drive center field. Kendall going back a little bit and making the catch with one hand. One away now in the top of the second.
So I have a great trivia question for you.
Sure.
If you're ready for it.
Let's do it.
3 active players have hit 400 homers and stolen 100 bases. Name them.
Alex Rodriguez?
That's one. That's probably the most obvious one.
Right. Active players.
Mm-hmm.
400. David Ortiz. Probably not. He probably has like
Do you think
negative
David
4.
Ortiz is 100 steals?
Well, he's been playing for like 30 years, pretty much, it feels like. As that pitch missed off the outside corner to Logan Ice, a fastball. It's 1-0.
I looked it up before. I think Ortiz has 16 steals in his career.
Yeah, well, I know he doesn't have many. I just figured because he's been playing since
He's got the homers, not the steals.
1-0 to Ice. Fastball misses upstairs, 2-0. Trying to think.
One of my guesses, and this was wrong, was Carlos Beltran. He has the steals by a lot. He's 20 homers shy of 400, though.
Drawing blinks right now. Here's the 2-0 to Logan Ice. Change up outside corner, a called strike. Goodness, 400 home runs. I can't even remember. Everyone who I was thinking of has retired at this point.
There are certainly 2 more active players with 400.
2-1 to Ice. Breaking ball outside corner, a called strike. It's 2-2. Oh.
Greg's guessing in the back, too. He guessed A-Rod. I don't know if he heard you say it or not. Two other than A-Rod. A-Rod's the easier of the 3.
2-2 to Ice. Pitch misses well upstairs. Full count now, 3-2.
One of them recently got to 400.
Oh no, like this year? Or?
Mm-hmm.
I
One of them is a very prolific home run hitter.
3-2 to Ice. Popped up left side and foul along first base grandstands. Prolific home run hitter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
I'm struggling. I can't think of a single person right now.
Got anything, Greg? They both play in the American League. Both in the AL West.
Okay, Albert Pujols.
Pujols is one.
3-2. Hit to right field. Spencer Gay moving a little bit to his right and making the catch. He's to retire now in 2 straight flyouts.
Pujols just got his 100th steal. I think it might have been last night.
Okay.
Because this question was on Mike and Mike on ESPN Radio. I think it was this morning.
Okay. And another one in the AL West.
Another one in the AL West.
Beltre.
Beltre.
That's right. Okay.
Bingo.
I like that question. It's a good one.
Thank you.
Caleb Hamilton up to the plate.
Axel 1, Greg nothing.
Overshift to left side of the infield to the righty. First pitch, curveball down and away. It's 1-0.
Greg said get the hockey questions ready. How's your hockey trivia?
Not good. Not good at all. Milburn deals the 1-0 to Hamilton. Popped up right side out of play. Evens up the count 1-1.
Let's see. Axel 1, Greg nothing. Let's see what else I can come up with. Greg's looking at me, kind of a menacing glare. I'll throw in a hockey question every now and again, Greg, just for you.
1-1 to Hamilton. Grounded along the left side. Grabbing it is Paez. Throw across the first in time. The shift working. And a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Milburn. We're through 1.5. The Commodores 1-0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Do you know what that sound is? That's your new digital marketing department. And that'll be your new web designer. And that's Haibu, where these experts are joined by many more, from web designers to search marketing specialists, who work hard to get your business noticed online and on mobile. Best of all, Haibu can do it all for you, or give you the tools to do it yourself. To find out more, go to haibu.com u.com or call 855-464-HIBU. Oh, that'll customer. HIBU, made for business.
Home half of the second inning, Mike Paez leading things off and sporting a different face, a freshly shaven, clean face there.
He looks so much younger. Greg said he didn't even recognize him during batting practice. When I looked down last inning, I did a double take and was like, wait, who's on deck?
Tribby deals first pitch to Paez. Outside corner, a curveball, called strike, it's 0-1. In 5 games against the Commodores. Paez hitting .316 with 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Chopper grounded to the shortstop, Tristan Gray, fields it, throws to first in time, and 1 retired.
And with Falmouth winning right now 1-0, this is the first time they've had a lead since July 19th. Wound up tying Hyannis that day. They haven't won since July 17th. That game was here.
That was a 5-2 win against the Kettleers.
It's a 5-game losing streak right now. They haven't won, though, their last 7 games. And the Kettleers had a 7-game losing skid earlier this year, 7 straight losses. For Falmouth, a loss, a tie, and 5 straight L's now.
Curveball missed in the inside corner. It's 1-0 to Brett Stevens, who antagonized this team the last time they played. He went 4 for 5 with the double, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs as he grounds one up the middle of the infield. Not handled by Caleb Hamilton, the second baseman. Tried to backhand it and ended up just rolling it into shallow center. It'll be a base hit, though, for Brett Stevens.
And that's now 9 of 11 games that Stevens has recorded a hit in. Had a 3-game hitting streak end on Sunday, going 0 for 4. And hopefully starts a new streak right here.
Michael Cantu now up to the plate, the DH. Has seen limited action for the Kettleers. On July 18th, that 8-2 win against Falmouth, he went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to Cantu. Curveball breaks for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Cantu, just 1 hit in 14 at-bats. A .071 batting average. Here's the 0-1 to Cantu. Chopper past the glove of Tribby, and he stops it. And trying to barehand is Tristan Gray. He's unable to scoop it.
And boy, do the Kettleers catch a big break right there. If Tribby lets that one go, that's a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play. Even if he fields it, it's an easy double play. And they're going to give him an error. And that's a big break for Cotuit because instead of the inning being over, they have runners on first and second with only 1 out.
When that ball hit off his glove, it severely slowed down the ball. Tristan Gray, the shortstop, was charging in and unable to barehand it.
The other thing, too, Gray could have gloved it and still had time to get the out because Cantu is not a fast runner by any means.
Runners on first and second for Colt Fabio, the righty. First pitch to Fabio. Popped up, foul territory along first base. Logan Ice, the catcher, getting under it and not able to catch it right next to the first base dugout. Looked like he almost hit a ball boy as well.
Did that ball land on the ball boy's leg? I thought I heard, or his arm.
I think it hit his arm.
I thought I heard a shout or scream of some sort. Hopefully he's okay. Looks to be holding his left arm near his shoulder.
no longer holding it. Logan Ice almost made that catch. Would have been very impressive, but not a lot of space to get under it. And they'll tend to the ball boy. Looks like it's the Falmouth training staff. Aw. Well, he's being taken into the dugout. I'm sure he'll be treated with some ice.
If I'm the other ball boy, I'm going into the dugout too. I want to be safe in there. You never know.
It's 0-1 to Cole Fabio. 2 for 5 in 2 games against the Commodores. Big RBI chance right here. Tribby the lefty looking over at second. No one is covering. And time is called at the plate and granted to Fabio.
The ruling on the Cantu grounder, an error on Tribby. Not a fielder's choice, so a straight E1. Stevens on second. Anyway, the difference Cantu on first.
Swinging at it is Cole Fabio, slapping it foul. Defensively, Falmouth is a middle-of-the-pack team. 5th in the league with 44 errors, 5th in the league with a fielding percentage of .969. It's really been their offense and defense that has been in the Cape League cellar. But the same can be said of the Kettleers.
Falmouth last in runs, last in ERA. And not surprisingly, last in run difference. And the worst record.
0-2 to Fabio. Fastball inside just misses. It's 1-2. We are in the bottom of the second inning. A 1-0 game between the Kettleers and Commodores. Cotuit trailing. But could tie the game up with a base hit here by Cole Fabio. Runner on second, Brett Stevens. Runner on first, Michael Cantu. Tribby the lefty. Deals the 1-2. Breaking ball inside in the dirt. And that evens up the count, 2-2. Kettleers coming off of 2 wins. One against Harwich, 4 days ago against Orleans. Have scored a combined 7 runs, but have been able to get the job done. And stepping off the bag and spinning is Tribby, not throwing to second. Brett Stevens taking a nice lead off of that. Middle infielders playing double play depth. Shading second is Gray. The pitch to Fabio, slapped into center field. Mitch Longo getting under it and catching it, tagging up is Stevens. The throw to left is cut off by Tristan Gray. And safe at third is Brett Stevens. So a fly out for Cole Fabio, but that advances the runner. Brett Stevens 90 feet closer to tying up this ball game.
And if the Kettleers do score this inning, it'll be an unearned run, or as many runs as come across will be unearned because of the Tribby error. The inning would have been over after that fly out, and really probably a double play of Cantu, but you can't assume the double play. But that fly out would have been the 3rd out of the inning. Now the Kettleers hope to take advantage with Brody Weiss at the plate.
First pitch to Weiss is a breaking ball below the knees, 1-0. Home plate umpire is Rick Emerson. First base umpire is Rick Del Vecchio. Third base umpire is Steve Williams. The umps wearing the baby blue, the powdered blue shirts. Throw to first. Stepping back, standing is Cantu. A couple days ago against Orleans, they went with the off-white shirts. An interesting stylistic choice. Here's the 1-0 to Weiss. Just barely getting his bat on that curveball and nubbing it foul behind home plate.
Usually it's light blue or black, maybe a navy blue, but that was almost a yellowish color the other day, which I hadn't seen before, at least from umpires. But hey, it's summer ball, why not? I personally, though, was not a big fan of the color. I don't know about you.
Looked a little too eggy to me. Here's the 1-0 to Weiss. Curveball chopped right back to Tribby to the left of the bag. Hard throw to first in time. Tribby really put some extra oomph on that ball. And the side is retired. The Kettleers runs on a hit, an error. They leave 2 runners stranded. We're through 2 full. They trail the Commodores 2-0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
The Kettleers and Cotuit Athletic Association welcome Spencer Hallett Plumbing and Heating as a premium sponsor and member of the exclusive Kettleers Club in 2015. This family-owned business has been providing heating and plumbing services to businesses and homeowners on Cape Cod for over 100 years. It's what you'd call local, as Spencer is a 4th-generation member of the business and 12th-generation Cape Codder. If you're looking for quality plumbing and heating work, call Spencer Hallett at 508-428-6080 or visit their website at hallettplumbing.com.
Top of the order due up for Falmouth in the top of the 3rd inning. J.J. Matajevic followed by Boomer White, followed by Evan Skaug. Matajevic led this game off with a leadoff double. Ended up scoring a run, and that's been the difference so far in this ball game. Matajevic, a 16-game hitting streak, 26 hits through those 16 games. First pitch to the lefty is a curveball that is high and away. Looked like he got away from Matt Milburn. It's 1-0. Matajevic as a leadoff hitter, batting an even 300. But after that leadoff hit, average going up ever so slightly. Batting .316 on the season, swinging at that pitch and hitting it foul opposite field. He was a Cape League All-Star, was Matajevic. One of 3 Cape League All-Stars on the field for Falmouth tonight. It's J.J. Matajevic, Heath Quinn, and the pitcher Austin Tribby. Kettleers sent 3 All-Stars, and Will Haney participated in the Home Run Derby. Here's the 1-1 to Matajevic. Fastball high and inside, misses 2-1. And they're applying the overshift to Matajevic again. Nothing new here these last few games. Right side of the infield, third baseman Brody Weiss playing about a third of the way between second and third. He's all alone on the left side. 2-1, liner up the middle, and into shallow center, a base hit. Another leadoff hitters on board for Falmouth and for Matajevic. 2 straight leadoff hits. And he stays red hot. Boomer White, the new batter. He's 0 for 1. Popped out to Spencer Gay in right field. Spencer Gay spent most of the season playing second and third. Playing the last few games in right field, has looked pretty good out there. Does have an error out there, but he's made a few really nice plays. First pitch to the righty, Boomer White, bunts along first base. Milburn well on top of that ball, can't glove it, flips to first, it is still in time. But that could have been dangerous right there. Boomer White, a bunt along the first base line. Milburn was on it. Reached down with his glove and pushed it more toward first base. Wasn't able to glove it cleanly, but able to toss it to Barry in time. So a sack bunt for Boomer White and the Kettleers, though. Pretty good situation from there. For them in that scenario. 1 out, runner on second instead of no outs, runners on first and second. Number 3 hitter Evan Skaug up to the plate. An RBI single. First pitch to the lefty Skaug. Is a changeup on the outside corner, a called strike. The shift on the lefty. 3 Kettleers infielders on the right side of the infield. Spencer Gay playing to the left of second base as time is granted at home plate. Yet again, Brody Weiss all alone on the left side of the infield. Still playing about a third of the way between third and second base. And this is what Evan Skaug did in the first inning to drive in J.J. Matajevic. Hit a line drive opposite field into shallow left. Stepping off the rubber is Matt Milburn as Mike Paez runs back to second base. Evan Skaug bending down, rubbing some dirt in his hand, steps back into the box. Another RBI chance for Skaug. Milburn, the righty, deals the 0-1. Popped up into shallow center, getting under it with plenty of time and room is Jaron Kendall, and staying at second is J.J. Matajevic. The way Kendall broke in on that ball and then ready to led at least me to believe that he was ready to make a throw at third, and J.J. Matajevic decided to take off. But the ball was popped up high and more, I guess, shallower and shallow into center field that there really was no chance for J.J. Matajevic to try to take third. Two-away in the top of the third inning. Heath Quinn, the right fielder from Samford, also plays center field. He is 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch to Samford. Popped opposite field and foul. It's 0-1. Samford an all-star this season. Wearing number 22 and batting righty. This time the shift on the left side of the infield. Brandon Berry playing a third of the way between first and second, and Alcol Fabio shading shading second base. Mike Pius deep in the hole at short. Brody Weiss playing in and about 15 feet off of the line at third. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball at the knees, a called strike. It's 0-2. Matt Milburn looking to get out of a bit of trouble yet again. Similar situation to what he faced in the first inning. Allowed just one run to be plated. Looking much better through 2 than he did his last start, in which he only went 1 2/3 innings. Only able to get 5 outs, but gave up 7 runs. Here's the 0-2 to Quinn. Slug to left field. Brett Stevens running in and toward the gap, making the catch. Side is retired. So in the top of the third inning, Falmouth gets a hit, leaves the runner stranded in scoring position, and we will now head to the home half of the third inning. Commodores lead the Kettleers 1-0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Chatham Bars Inn Resort and Spa, a time you'll always remember, a place you'll never forget. A proud member of leading hotels of the world.
Top of the order due up in the home half of the third inning. That's Spencer Gay, followed by Jaron Kendall and Will Haney. Austin Tribby back out for his third inning of work. Has pitched a scoreless 2 so far, the lefty has. First pitch to the right fielder, Spencer Gay. Swing and a miss. Badly fooled him with a curveball below the knees and inside. It is 0-1 to the right fielder / infielder from Bradley University. Currently on a 7-game hitting streak. He's also plated 3 runs during this streak. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and away. Misses 1-1. Spencer Gay in 4 games against Falmouth coming into this ball game. Batting .429 with 3 RBI, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored. As he takes another ball, this time a changeup, 2-1. Against lefty pitchers, though, this season, batting just .200. A far cry from his .295 batting average total, as he takes another curveball low and in. Gay has had a really good month of July. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him with a changeup down and in. Second strikeout of the evening for Austin Tribby, and that's one retired in the home half. And on that pitch, just an excellent pitch, excellent location. Spencer Gables fooled pretty much his entire at-bat against Tribby right there. Jaron Kendall, the center fielder from Vanderbilt now. He is 0 for 1. Hit a hard ball to dead center, and by Mitch Longo near the wall. As he shows bunt, brings it back, but takes a strike. So it's 0-1 to Kendall, the left of the box. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, high and in. He still swung at it and hit it foul along the first base line. It's rolling all the way to the wall now. Well, surprised Kendall swung at that, but more surprised that he even made contact. That was a curveball up and in. It wasn't exactly left hanging over the plate, and Kendall really had to swing kind of downward. Here's the 0-2. Fastball well upstairs. It's 1-2 to Kendall. A couple nights ago against Orleans, he went 1 for 3 with a solo home run into right center. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, swing and a miss. 2 straight strikeouts for Austin Tribby, and that's 2 down now in the home half. So he punched out Spencer Gay, low and in with a changeup, and then right there, Jaron Kendall, a curveball. Will Haney now up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. Hit a single on a 1-2 count, was given a ball that was laid over the plate a bit too much. Slugged one into left field. Swinging out first pitch, opposite field this time, the right center gap. Running in and making the catch in the gap is Heath Quinn. He really had to cover a lot of ground. Will Haney almost had a second hit of the ball game. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Austin Tribby. We're through 3 full. The Kettleers nothing, Falmouth 1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrate history and build for the future. Brick the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Fourth inning at Lowell Park, Falmouth on top of Cotuit 1-0. And Matt Milburn will face 5, 6, and 7. Tate Blackman, Mitch Longo, and Tristan Gray here in the fourth inning. He's allowed 4 hits, 1 run, an earned run. Allowed 3 of the first 4 batters to reach base, and it's really settled down since then. Blackman 0 for 1. The righty deals. He bunts one first base side. Right by the bag is fielded by Berry, and he steps on first. 1 pitch and 1 down in the fourth inning. A pretty good idea there by Blackman with 3 infielders on the left side trying to bunt one for a hit. But he bunted one right near Berry, who had a very easy play at first. So 1 pitch and 1 out. That'll bring up the center fielder Mitch Longo. Grounded out to Berry at first, his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Milburn from the full windup. 3 infielders on the right side for the lefty. Milburn kicks and fires, swinging a high fly ball to center. Freezing his Kettler, now drifting back a few steps, and he makes the grab with 2 hands. 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Milburn really battled in the 1st inning through 19 pitches. Since then, through 2 2/3 after that, has thrown a total of 24 pitches. And 2 outs on 2 pitches here in the 4th inning. Tristan Gray, you'd have to think, will be taking at least 1 pitch. Left-hand batter flew out to center field his first time up. The righty Milburn fires home. Fastball taking all the way, a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Milburn right back on the rubber. He's working quickly with 2 outs in the 4th inning, 1-0 Falmouth. The 0-1 taken in the dirt, a breaking ball. It's 1-1 on Gray, with Logan Ice waiting on deck. Just 45 pitches right now for Milburn, so a very manageable pitch count. And he's trying to keep that low. Here's his 1-1. Swing and a foul left side out of play. It's 1-2. The Kettleers going with the overshift that started last Wednesday in Orleans. 3 infielders on the right side for lefties. 3 on the left side for righties. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a curve in the dirt. Haney picks it up, throws to first inside to complete the putout, and that ends the inning. An easy 1-2-3 4th inning for Milburn. Retires the side on just 6 pitches. You go to the last of the 4th, 1-0 Falmouth on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Give the gift of life. Donating blood is an easy, quick, safe way to save a life. Blood collected at Cape Cod Healthcare blood drives stay on Cape Cod and is used to treat people here. For information on upcoming blood drives, or if your organization is interested in sponsoring a blood drive, visit capecodhealth.org or call 508-862-5278. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Last of the 4th inning, 1-0 Falmouth. And the left-hander Austin Tribby will face 4, 5, and 6. Brandon Berry, Mike Pius, and Brett Stevens. He's allowed just 2 hits through the first 3 innings. Made an error himself in the field, but pitched around it in the 2nd. He struck out Berry, who struck out looking to end the 1st. Righty batter steps in. Infield straight up. The lefty fires home. Swing and a miss. A good changeup from Tribby, and it's 0-1. In the midst of a 4-game hitting streak that goes back to July 17th. That streak started against Falmouth here at Lowell Park. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Tribby. Taken, a fastball strike on the inside corner. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Over that span, including a strikeout in the 1st inning, Berry is 7 for 15, 3 extra base hits and 5 RBIs. Also missed a week with a minor concussion suffered pregame a week ago today. The 0-2, fastball missed up and away. It's 1-2 on Brandon Berry. Outfield straight away against the righty, who has power. 4 home runs on the season. When he was injured, he was the team leader in RBIs. Has since been passed by Will Haney. The 1-2 pitch, curveball taken down and in. It's 2-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and error for Falmouth. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Kettleers in what is a huge game in the last week of the regular season. 2-2 on Berry, leading off the last of the 4th inning. From the windup, Tribby fires home, swinging a hard, bouncing ball up the middle. To his left is the shortstop. Gray throws high to first, and off the bag comes Skaug, and on at first is Berry. Just a high throw from Gray, and Skaug had to leap up, couldn't swipe the tag onto Berry. And nothing put up on the scoreboard yet, but have to assume that'll be an error on the shortstop, Tristan Gray. If it is, it'll be his 10th of the year. That's the most on the team. And when you're struggling at the plate and pitching-wise, like the Commodores have been, the last thing you want to do is make errors. So Berry aboard. That'll bring up Mike Paez, who's 0 for 1. The lefty Tribby fires. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. It's 0-1. Still nothing put up on the scoreboard yet. So once we find out, we'll let you know whether it's an infield single or more probably an error on Gray. But nothing in 1 on Paez. The third baseman Blackman plays in. Tribby set, looks at first. The lefty's 0-1. Runner goes and Paez slaps one foul the other way. A hit and run, it's 0-2. And with the Kettleers offense in a bit of a funk. It's been better the last couple of games, but still nothing all too impressive. Why not try and put something on? And Paez, a pretty good contact hitter. Couldn't put that ball in play, but did at least foul it off. So an 0-2 count on the shortstop. It is indeed an error on Gray. That allows Berry to reach first base. He's there. No one out, bottom of the 4th inning, and now time called at home plate by Logan Ice. Well, online it says a single. On the scoreboard it says an error. So, maybe not. We'll see. 0-2 on Paez. Righty batter ready. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive towards left, towards the line, running over, and it falls in front of the left fielder White, base hit. Berry stops at second, and Paez aboard with a single here in the 4th inning. And the Kettleers are in business, first and second, and nobody out for Brett Stevens. And that was a good piece of hitting by Paez. That one almost hung up for White, but it dropped down just before he got there. And it's corrected online, an error on Gray, so no more doubts about the scoring on that one. His 10th error of the season. Most on the Commodores, who as a whole are right around the middle of the league defensively. That's their 45th error of the year as a team. Entered today 5th in fielding percentage, 5th in errors. And now heavy lifting for Trivy, who on Saturday had to deal with bad defense in the All-Star game. An unearned run, the only run of the game, was the losing pitcher. The East knocked off the West 1-0. And here in Cotuit, first and second, no one out. 1-0 Falmouth in the 4th inning. And a lefty and Brett Stevens comes up. And the corners play in, expecting a bunt. Lefty on lefty. Trivy peers in for the sign. Comes set and checks Berry on second. Looks again. And here's the first pitch. Stevens squares, drops one down, third base side. From behind the plate, goes to first just in time. With the second baseman Hamilton covering 2-4 on the sacrifice bunt. Stevens gets it down, and the Kettleers had runners on second and third, one away. And Michael Cantu coming up. And a beautiful bunt there laid down by Stevens. And now Cantu, who reached down an error his first time up, is 1 for 15 in a Kettleers uniform, comes up in a big spot. 1-0 Falmouth. The tying run on third, go-ahead run on second, one out last of the 4th inning. And a lot at stake tonight. With a win, the Kettleers can go 2.5 games ahead of Falmouth. Corners in, middle infield back for the right-hand batter. The lefty Tribby deals, he shows bunt and gets it down, but foul off to the right. It's 0-1. And that's not the first time we've seen Coach Roberts put on a safety squeeze with a man on third. Cantu made contact with the ball in the bunt attempt, but could not get it down in play. So 0-1 on Cantu. And the corners in, middle infield back. Fly ball can also score a run with Berry on third. Tribby set. Here's the lefty's 0-1. He shows bunt and misses. It's 0-2. And again, Coach Roberts sticking with that bunt attempt. And now Cantu has already struck out 8 times in 15 at-bats this year, behind in the count 0-2. And it would be very surprising to see him try and bunt here. Tribby hoping 0-2. Second and third, 1 away in the 4th inning. The Kettleers trying to tie the game. It's 1-0 Falmouth. Tribby set, fires home and 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up on the infield. Now he runs in on the grass behind the mound. He makes the catch. 2 men away and both runners have to hold. And Cantu jogs back to the dugout. That has to be frustrating. The Kettleers had a great opportunity right there. And now it'll take a 2-out hit, an error, wild pitch, or pass ball in order to bring home the tying run and Cole Fabio the batter. Cantu now 1 for 16 on the year. Fabio 0 for 1, flew out to center his first at-bat. Tribby from the full windup, the lefty kicks and fires. Curveball strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Infield back all the way around. Outfield straight away against Fabio, who doesn't have a whole lot of power. Just 2 extra base hits, both of them doubles. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball towards left center. Coming in is Longo. He's still running in. He makes the catch. Side retired, and the Kettleers leave 2 men in scoring position. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, an error, and 2 men left. On to the 5th inning. It's Falmouth 1 and Cotuit 0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrating over a quarter century on Cape Cod, iHealth Services is proud to be a major sponsor of Cape Cod Baseball League again this year. Are you finding it difficult seeing the ball? Let us help you see all the game. Make an appointment at one of our 10 convenient locations on Cape Cod or the South Shore. iHealth Services, we are here for you.
Fifth inning in Cotuit, still 1-0 Falmouth. And the Kettleers have certainly had their chances today, especially in that 4th inning, but have not been able to take advantage. 2 errors on the Commodores, and in both the 2nd and 4th innings, the Kettleers left 2 men on base, and 3 total in scoring position. Matt Milburn will face 8-9-1. Logan Ice leads off. First pitch, fastball, missed inside. It's 1-0. Ice, a switch hitter, batting left. Lined out to right his first time, is 0 for 1. 3 infielders on the right side. Weiss on the left side all alone. Here's the 1-0. Curveball fouled back to the screen. It's 1-1 on the catcher, Logan Ice.
Matt Milburn has looked a lot better since facing 6 batters in the first and allowing a run. He's only allowed 1 base runner in the last 3 innings.
That base runner, a leadoff single by J.J. Matajevic in the 3rd. He'll bat 3rd here in the 5th inning. The 1-0, swing and a high fly ball to center. Kendall racing back, he settles under it, and he makes the catch. 1 out in the 5th inning. He is just so smooth in center field, makes everything look so easy. Even balls that a lot of outfielders wouldn't get to. He seems to run down with ease. So 1 away, Caleb Hamilton coming up. The second baseman bats right-handed, he's 0 for 1. Grounded out to Paez at shortstop in the 2nd. And with 1 out in the 5th inning, Milburn at just 50 pitches, so a very out for the righty. First pitch to Hamilton, swing and a high pop-up first base side and foul ground. Long run for Berry near the fence, and he runs out of room. It's out of play. It's 0-1 on Hamilton. Hamilton has struggled offensively this year. His average in the 170s, but is hitting .244 in the month of July. So improvement, although still not great numbers for him. Behind here, 0-1. The ready Milburn kicks and fires, taking in the dirt, a breaking ball. The count evens, a ball and a strike. 3 infielders on the left side now for the right-hand batting Hamilton. Milburn from the windup fires home. Third a fastball, it's 2-1. Milburn working very quickly here in the 5th inning. Ever since he avoided trouble in the 1st inning, he's worked at a very quick pace. And the last couple of innings, the pace has really quickened in this game. 2-1. The righty fires. Breaking ball taken low, 3-1. And with J.J. Matijevic on deck, Hamilton not a guy you want to walk. He also has good speed, 4 for 4, stealing bags. The 3-1, swinging a ground ball through the open right side, base hit right center field. Hamilton rounds first, he holds there with a single, and a 1-out base runner in the 5th inning for the Commodores.
That's a risky take when applying that shift to left side of the infield to Caleb Hamilton, the righty batter. Grounded it opposite field. No one was there to cover, an easy single for him, although it was pretty impressive for him to go the other way. That pitch didn't look too much outside. It looked like he might have gone in and out, but just a good piece of hitting by Caleb Hamilton.
A good approach at the plate for Hamilton, and that'll bring up Matijevic. He's 2 for 2, a double and a run in the 1st inning, singled in the 3rd. Extended his 16-game hitting streak as well. Left-hand batter. Hamilton leads off first. Spin throw over by Milburn. He dives back safely. 3 infielders on the right side. Pius, the shortstop, on the first base side of second by about 4 steps. Shaded up the middle. And Weiss about a third of the way towards second. All alone and playing in on the left side. First pitch from Milburn. Fastball missed downstairs, 1-0. And this is a big spot right here for Milburn. Some action now, some milling around in the bullpen for Cotuit down the left field line. So if he struggles here, it might be the end of his afternoon. They're wrecking the runner at first. Here's the 1-0. Curveball bends in on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1 on Matijevic. Matijevic, one of 2 All-Star position players. He went 0 for 2 in the All-Star game. Heath Quinn, the other one, went 0 for 2 as well. They're the only 2 hitters above 300 this year for Falmouth. 1-1 on Matijevic. Spin throw to first, it's low. And Barry able to scoop it up. No tag attempted. Hamilton back safely standing. 1 on, 1 out in the 5th inning. 1-0 Falmouth. A big game for both teams. Some big playoff implications. The righty Milburn set. Fires home a 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Diving stop by Barry. Looks at second and gets up and runs to first for the out. Beautiful defensive play by Brandon Barry. And that's nothing new. He has played some fantastic defense all summer. We talked about when he was out for a week, the loss of his bat, but possibly more important was losing his glove because defensively, he is fantastic at first base.
He certainly has to be the Kettleers' best defensive infielder. Only 1 error this summer came a couple days ago against Orleans, and just, he's not scared to get the jersey dirty. He's really not.
That'll bring up Boomer White. First pitch from Milburn. Fastball, strike on the inside. Hamilton on second, 2 away. 3 infielders on the left side. And something Barry said a few weeks ago, when he gets home from a game, the first thing his host mom asks isn't, did you win? It's, how dirty is your uniform? And usually it's pretty dirty. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. A good breaking ball, it's 0-2 on White.
Breaking ball, below the knees and a bit away right there.
And if you look at Barry's jersey, plenty of dirt all over the front. So I'm sure when he gets home tonight, the answer is going to be, it's pretty dirty. Although for him, that's actually somewhat clean. 0-2. Milburn set. The 0-2 pitch. Swing at a 1-hopper to third. Weiss charges in to grab it. Throws to first in time. Side retired. So Milburn works around a 1-out single in the 5th. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Halfway through at Lowell Park. Falmouth 1, Cotuit 0 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers in active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore 22 undergraduate majors and over 65 minors and concentrations online at curry.edu.
Last of the fifth Park with Axel Bawada, I'm Dan Silverman. Thank you so much for joining us. 1-0 Falmouth. A big game for both teams. The left-hander Austin Tribby will face 9-1-2 in the Kettleers batting order, beginning with Brody Weiss. Right-hand batter, Tribby fires home a curveball that's waved at and missed. It's 0-1. Weiss 0 for 1, grounded back to the mound on a dribbler his first time up. That ended the second inning with runners on first and third for Cotuit. They've struggled with men on base today. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt and skips off of ice to the backstop. It's 1-1 on Brody Weiss. He'll be followed by Spencer Gay and Jaron Kendall here in the home half of the fifth inning.
Dan, I'm no weatherman, but it seems there's going to be no rain here at Lowell Park. The sun is out and shining.
1-1, a changeup waved at and missed. It's 1-2. It was ominous for a while, although it looks pretty nice out right now. Lots of sun, few clouds, and it's turned into a very nice night for baseball. 1-2 on Weiss. The left-hander Tribby fires home. Fastball down and in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Weiss. Brody, including today over his last 5 games, is 0 for 14 with 5 strikeouts. So he's really struggled at the plate. The count even here, 2-2. Tribby kicks and fires home. Swing and a chopper to the left side. Charging is the third baseman Blackman. And throws to first just in time to get the hustling Weiss. 1 down in the fifth inning. And now back to the top of the order. And the leadoff man, Spencer Gay. Gay is 0 for 2. Popped out to the second baseman Hamilton on a nice foul territory play in the first inning. Struck out in the third. First pitch to the righty. Taken upstairs. It's 1-0. Also struck out swinging in the third. Bats here, 1 out, no one on, bottom 5, 1-0 Falmouth. Tribby deals a curveball that bends in for a strike. It's 1-1. Tribby fires home. Swing and a line drive foul down the left field line, slicing into the bullpen. It's 1-2 on Gay. And he was out in front of that one, got a good piece of it, but couldn't wait back on the breaking ball. So 1-2, Tribby the lefty working quickly. He fires a 1-2, swing and a high fly ball deep to left, back towards the corner. That ball is foul, and not by much. A very emphatic foul call from third base umpire Steve Williams. If that ball was fair, it was gone and had plenty of distance, but just missed. And Williams made sure that everybody here knew it. So still 1-2 on Gay, and Tribby really got away with a hanger there. The next 1-2, take in a changeup just off the outside corner. The count evens 2-2.
Tribby's got to be careful because those were 2 pitches inside that Spencer Gay got well in front of.
2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see what he comes at with here. 2-2 pitch, swing and a bouncing ball to short. Charging it is Gray. Fields fires to first, not in time. Well, Tristan Gray's made 1 error today and just a slow, lazy play there. and it turns into an infield hit for Spencer Gay, who now has an 8-game hitting streak.
And credit to Gay, he was on his horse once he hit that ball. He was down to one knee on that swing, swung a bit early, barely got his bat on that curveball, but there was no quit in him as he was running up the base path.
The tying run at first base, 1 out in the 5th inning. 1-0 Falmouth, and Jaron Kendall coming up. Left-hand batter, he's 0 for 2. He's flat out to center and struck out swinging. Gay leads off first. Blackman in at third. Tribby sent, throws to first, and Gay back standing. He's being held on by a scout. Middle infield at double play depth, and the outfield straight away. So pretty much where you'd expect everybody, with a hitter like Kendall who has power, also has very, very good speed. Lefty on lefty, Tribby set. Looks at first, now delivers. Swing and a foul off home plate umpire Rick Emerson. It's 0-1.
Rick Emerson showing no sign of pain or anything.
He
Tough
looks
guy.
fine. Hit off his left arm near his shoulder. And he just shrugs it off as if to say, whatever. That's the mentality you need as a home plate umpire. So 0-1 on Kendall. Will Haney waiting on deck. The 0-1 pitch, fastball missed downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Vanderbilt center fielder. If the Kettleers win this game, they'll move 2.5 points ahead of Falmouth and could overtake Wareham for 3rd place in the Western Division. If Falmouth wins, they'll be just a half a game behind the Kettleers for the 4th and final playoff spot in the West. Tribby set, looks at first, now the 1-1. Swinging a bouncing ball through the right side, base hit right field. Gay will take a turn, he's going for third, the throw will not be made. Stopping at first is Kendall, and the Kettleers have runners on the corners with 1 man down, and Will Haney coming up. Looked like Gay kind of hesitated going around first base there, wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and then was able to make it to third very easily. That was a slow hit grounder off the bat of Kendall, but with the second baseman Hamilton at double play depth, it was able to trickle through. And now Haney, who's been the reddest hot hitter on this team. He's 1 for 2 today. He's hit the ball pretty well both times. And he could bring in the tying run with a whole lot of options.
And that second at-bat when he flied out to right fielder Heath Quinn. He went opposite field in the gap, and Heath Quinn had to make a running catch, so it wasn't exactly an easy flyout. He's been hitting the ball well today and really the past 5 games preceding this one.
In the midst of a 6-game hitting streak right now. Trying to extend his RBI streak to 6 as well, a throw to first, and Kendall back standing. Gay on third, Kendall on first, 1 away, last of the 5th inning. Falmouth 1, Cotuit 0. Middle infield back at double play depth, Blackman in at third, Scout holds on Kendall at first. First pitch, swinging a grounder to third, could be 2. To second, 1, the turn to first is high, pulls Scout off the base, safe, and Gay comes in to score, we're tied at 1. And the Kettleers catch a big break. And don't let it go unnoticed. Jaron Kendall hustled down to second and got in there to break up the throw there by Hamilton and take him out. If he doesn't do that, that's probably a very easy 5-4-3 double play. And instead, we're tied at 1. That's a play that'll go unnoticed by Kendall in the box score. But he's fast and took advantage of it. So 1-1. 5-4 on the fielder's choice. An RBI for Haney. He has an RBI in 6 straight. He's on first, 2 men down, and Barry the batter. Tribby deals. Swing at a high fly ball down the left field line, slicing foul. It's 0-1. And that's another Kettleer hitter well out in front of Tribby. 1 run on 5 hits for each team. 2 errors for Falmouth. But the Kettleers haven't been able to take advantage of that. 0-1 on Barry. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and reached on an error. The lefty Tribby set and fires home. Changed up, taken right down the middle for a strike. It's 0-2. Mike Paez waiting on deck. Taking a few practice swings, hoping Barry can keep the inning alive. 1-1, last of the 5th inning. Haney on first, 2 men away, an 0-2 count on Brandon Barry. Tribby set, looks at first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, slicing towards the corner. That ball is in for a fair ball. Haney to third is going to be waved home and now stopped late. And he just gets back to second to third. Going into second with a stand-up double is Barry. And the Kettleers have runners on second and third, 2 men away.
Tribby hung a curveball and Barry made him pay. Drove one into left field, was in front of that one, and then right there, Will Haney being held at third. He was rounding third. It looked like he was going to run home. He would have been out by a mile. And
he was almost tagged out by the third baseman, Blackman, getting back to the base because Roberts gave him a late stop sign, and Blackman cut that ball off. And Haney had to scamper back to the bag. And now a big spot for Mike Pius. A trip to the mound. No one throwing in the bullpen yet. Someone just starting to loosen up, throwing a ball against the back fence. So this is Tribby's inning to work out of, or die trying. And Pius is 1 for 2. He'll bat with Haney on third, Barry on second, 2 away in the 5th inning. Cotuit and Falmouth tied at 1. And Axel, the Kettleers have had their chances so far today. They just have not been able to come through in the clutch. Left men on first and third in the second. Left men on second and third in the 4th. And if not for a good hustle play by Kendall and a bad throw by Hamilton here in the 5th inning, they would have left a man on third. Instead, it's 1-1, and Paez can give Cotuit the lead with a hit.
And this is who you want if you're Cotuit up to the plate. Sure, his batting average has dipped quite a bit in the month of July, but he's shown it that when he needs to, he can really, really cause some damage in this lineup, and they're actually going to intentionally walk Paez now.
With a lefty, Brett Stevens on deck. There's intentional ball 1. Completely understandable here. Rather have the lefty-lefty matchup. There's intentional ball 2 outside to Paez. So that'll be, for Paez, the 21st walk of the year for him. And Stevens, who's 1 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt, will be about to step up as here's intentional ball 3. This is a big spot in this game, and a spot that has not been very friendly for the Kettleers this season, to say the least. They have really struggled with the bases loaded. As a team entering today, they are hitting just 120. That's in 25 at-bats. So they've really struggled, and now Stevens, with the bases full, 2 down last of the 5th inning. Cotuit and Falmouth all even at 1.
Sure, a lefty-lefty matchup, but Brett Stevens off of lefties this season, batting .323.
Tribby from the full windup, infield back all the way around. Looks at third, and now fires home. Fastball, strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1 on Stevens. Stevens singled in the second. Had a 2-4 sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning, so 1 for 1 against the lefty. Tribby again from the full windup. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here's his 0-1. Fastball missed up and away. The count evens, a ball and a strike on Stevens. Stevens ready in the box. Tribby taking his time. Now brings the leg up. Here's the 1-1. Curveball looped foul back over home plate. And the count 1-2. Haney on third, Barry on second, Paez on first. A run in, and 2 down in the 5th inning. Cotuit and Falmouth even at 1. Big playoff implications in this game in the last week of the regular season. Tribby peers in for the sign. Stevens ready in the box behind 1-2. And now time called by Stevens at home plate, and Logan Ice will trot out to the mound to talk things over with his pitcher. 2 of them trying to be on the same page here in a big spot. Stevens trying to do something that the Kettleers have not done well this year. That's get a hit with the bases loaded. Again, just 120 as a team. Tribby peers in for the sign. Haney scampers down. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball missed down and away, and not by much. The count 2-2. If the inning continues after this, the Kettleers would have the lead, and Michael Cantu would be the batter. First a 2-2 pitch on Stevens. Base is full, 2 away. Crowd making some noise as Tribby steps off the rubber. Outfield straight up. Normal depth all the way around. Tribby looks at third. Here's the lefty's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew a fastball right by him over the outside corner, and that ends the inning. But the Kettleers get a run on 3 hits, a walk, and bases are left loaded. On to the 6th inning. The Kettleers won and the Commodores won on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Sixth inning at Lowell Park. We're tied at 1. And now joined up in the booth by John Woodcock and Daniel Brown. Mitch Stallings, the lefty, on for Cotuit. And how's it going today, guys?
It's going good.
Yep, going super good. Just hoping to see a Kettleer victory tonight.
Big game. And Stallings replaces Matt Milliburn, who went the first 5. Gave up an earned run on 5 hits. Evan Scouga, lefty, leads off. Stallings from the windup fires. It changed up that missed high. It's 1-0. What did you read in there, John?
I was just checking out the Baseball America.
Anything good?
Yeah, just looking at the prospects coming up.
1-0 is shot foul the other way. It's 1-1 on the left. He was 1 for 2, an RBI single in the first inning. Your name on there?
No, it is not.
Brown's name on there?
Yeah, actually, I'm reading Daniel Brown's name right here.
Hey, after it started a couple of days ago, why not?
Yeah.
1-1 on Scout. 3 infielders on the right side. The lefty winds and fires. Changed up, taken low, 2-1. Have you guys liked or not liked pitching with this overshift? What's it like for you pitchers?
I mean, I think it's proven to have been working pretty well. It's been effective for us. It's just it's a bummer when you make a pitch that should be out, then it plays against the shift and is a single. But overall, I think it's helped us a lot, and ever since we've been doing it, we've been winning more games. So.
Just at the same time, it's nice when you give up a smash that winds up getting caught, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
3-1, fastball in for a strike, 3-2.
Yeah, I would say it pays off more than it is.
Daniel, John likes talking up here. I think you could probably just sit back and do nothing if you want, but I don't want to let him shut you out the whole time.
Which is surprising because Daniel's probably one of the most talkative guys on our pitching staff.
And Scout shots one through the left side, base hit left center field. Are you really?
No.
Who's the most talkative?
I would have to say
Is it you?
probably Bernardo.
Huh.
Not too much English, but still talkative.
He's been up here, what, once or twice?
Later.
Axel, how's your Spanish?
Más o menos. Un poco.
I got a 5 on the AP Spanish test.
Ooh, there you go.
But
Throwing out the high school grades.
That was 2 years ago. I haven't used it since then.
What'd you get on the SAT? Or ACT? Whatever.
Yes, I think 2120.
Dang.
What'd you get?
Just a cool 2000, man. A little lower than you.
I'd trade my score for an 85 mile an hour fastball.
Hey, 83, but would you trade one for 93 like big bad Daniel Brown over here?
I would trade more than 120 points for an extra 10 miles an hour.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Dan has a one-of-a-kind arm. He's blessed. You'll be watching Dan on TV one day.
What about you?
Nah, not so much.
Maybe you'll be up in the booth on TV one day.
Yeah, I might go for that. I might just take some notes through you and Axel, following your guys' footsteps.
That'll be all for Stalling. It's just a one-batter assignment, and Nick Lewis will come on to replace him with Scout on first, no one out in the 6th inning.
It's always a bummer as a pitcher, facing one batter and then getting pulled.
Seems like Roberts tends to have a short leash on guys, too. Does that affect your mentality if you go out late in the game as a starter?
Honestly, not really. I kind of like it just because you know he's never going to hang you out there to dry and let you get in too much trouble. But also at times it's nice to finish your own innings off if you get yourself into a little trouble late in the game. But our bullpen has been pretty reliable all year, so you got to trust them to get it done.
No, you went out for, what was it, the 8th inning on Sunday?
Yeah.
One soft hit and got taken out. What was that like?
It was good. I wanted to go back out there, try to get another quick inning, and then he got the little dribbler through the infield, so it was the right call with the big righties coming up to go to Anderson right there.
All right, so John, you said you wanted some trivia questions. I've got one, and I'll leave the rest to Axel if he has any. Who knows? 3 active players, so I'm staying modern, which should probably help, have 400 homers and 100 stolen bases.
I'm going to have to go with active players.
Active players.
A-Rod?
For both of these. A-Rod's one of them.
Yep.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah. 100 steals? Let's think.
It's easier to think of it in terms of the homers, I think, and then think if they have the homers, are they fast enough to have the steals?
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera's definitely not on that list.
Nope. Heath Quinn, the batter. First pitch from Lewis. A swing and a miss. A good changeup, nothing in one.
Trout doesn't have that much. Pujols?
Pujols got his 100th steal last night, I think.
Okay, so there's one more guy.
One more. Same division as Pujols.
Okay.
Here's the 0-1 from Lewis. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Same division as Pujols. Let's think. Is it Adrian Beltre?
It is Beltre.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
There you go.
I didn't get Beltre.
I got a pretty interesting statistic about Barry Bonds.
Go for it.
One of the greatest hitters of all time.
The 0-2 is way bad and missed. Skips to the backstop. Quinn will be out, but Scout goes to second on the wild pitch.
Barry Bonds is the only MLB player to have 500 home runs and 500 stolen bases.
Pretty good
And
crowd of one.
And he's the only MLB player to have 400 home runs and 400 stolen bases. So he's in a league of his own.
But not the only 300 one. One of my guesses for the 400 homers, 100 steals was Beltran. He's 20 short in homers, but has over 300 steals.
That's a good guess.
Still good.
I was going to say Alfonso Soriano.
Not a bad guess either. Tate Blackman, the batter. Lewis deals, he slips, and his pitch is way outside, 1-0. Mound problems today?
Yeah, I mean, whenever there's a bad pitch, you either look at the mound or, something's got to be wrong. Miss a ball,
Not the pitcher,
miss
right?
a ball, look at the glove.
Exactly. I did that today.
Yeah.
1-0. Second, 1 out in the 6th inning. Lewis deals. Taken low, 2-0 on Blackman, who's 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out. Axel, any questions?
Yeah, I think I have one trivia question.
He does.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, wow, this is one. I have a couple.
Take the microphone because no one can hear you.
All right, I have a couple.
One at a time. 2-0 is down and in. 3-0 on Blackman with Mitch Longo waiting on deck.
This is straight off of MLB.com, the trivia section. Who was the last pitcher with a scoreless streak of at least 44 innings? How many was Greinke's? Because his was just snapped a while back, right?
42 or 40.
45 and 2/3.
Oh.
Okay.
But he lost it against the Mets. That's why I know.
Last night?
Sunday.
Mets fan?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
All right. Hey, we're only 2 games out. 3-1 here on Black.
So, yeah, scoreless streak of at least 44 innings. Who was the last pitcher? It was within the last 5 years, I'll say that.
It was?
CC Sabathia? Johnny Cueto?
3-1. Lewis deals. Swing and a miss. A good fastball. It's 3-2.
Pfister?
Here, I'll just do it the last 3 years, if that helps at all. It's an
Scherzer.
NL player.
Scherzer.
At the time, this player was an NL player. Nah, Scherzer, no.
At the time.
Are you sure it's not an earned run streak? Because if it's alright, Dickey, he gave up a run over that span, but as an unearned run. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike. Good bounce back at bat by Lewis. 2 down.
Was it
and back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, it was R.A. Dickey.
2012.
2012, yeah. It just says here last pitch with a scoreless streak of at
I'm
least
pretty
44,
sure
so.
that was an unearned run.
That makes you a nerd
streak.
for remembering.
Yeah, I'm
That was
pretty
a while
sure
back.
that Dan
you know what?
Axel,
And you know what team he played for then?
The Mets.
Exactly. That's why I know.
Dan and Axel
I'm
went over the answers
I'm a
before the
complete-
questions were asked.
I'm a complete baseball nerd. I'm proud of that. Mitch Longo, the batter. Scalgon second, 2 away, 1-1 top 6. Lewis deals. Fastball, strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Trying to hustle us up here.
There's no money on the line. Can I really hustle you if there's nothing at stake?
You trying to put something at stake?
I'm not. I mean, I trust my knowledge.
How much? Oh,
you tell me whatever you want. How many pieces of mint gum?
I mean, Daniel said he would put 20 on it. 50 now? Daniel says $50 on this.
Now he's putting words in your mouth. 1-1 on Longo. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Lewis looks at second and deals. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. It's 1-2, and he's a strike away from striking out 3 in the inning.
I think he did the same the last outing. I think Lewis had 7. It was 6 or 7 strikeouts in a row his last outing. Looking like Austin Sexton up there.
Sexton is 6 in a row. Lewis comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken down and in, skips past Haney to the backstop, and Scal will go to third. And that's 2 wild pitches this inning. And not much Haney could do about either of them. Haney's a great defensive catcher, so must show something when even he can't keep it in front of him.
Yeah, Haney's one of the best I've seen or played with by far. So it's tough to get the ball to go past him. It might have hit the dirt or something.
How much does it help confidence-wise when you're throwing to someone who takes up that much space behind the plate?
I mean, it's the best thing for a pitcher. Literally, he's not only good at blocking balls, but he's good at receiving too. So it gives you close to almost 10% more strikes a game. So it just helps you huge as a pitcher, just to get ahead of hitter, throw any pitch in any count, and it's most likely not getting by him.
3-2 Longo with Scalgon 3rd and 2 away. 1-1 in the 6th inning, and surprisingly 2 infielders on each side of second. Lewis set the payoff pitch, swinging the bouncing ball to the right side. Berry has it, flips to Lewis covering first. He gets there just in time. Side retired. And Longo upset. He spiked his helmet into the ground with both hands, but he's out to end the inning. In the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, 2 wild pitches, and a man left on third. Middle of the 6th inning. We're tied at 1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Get a unique insider's view of the most prestigious amateur baseball league in the nation through the Cape Cod Baseball League's official social media accounts. Follow, like, and retweet the news on Facebook and Instagram, and get the latest scores, transactions, and year-round updates of present, past, and future CCBL players. Hashtag CCBL takes you straight to the hot topics.
Last of the 6th inning, tied at 1. John Woodcock and Daniel Brown joining us in the broadcast booth now. And in an effort to keep John from doing all of the talking, Daniel, question just for you. You had a great start on Sunday. What was working for you in that game?
I really got my fastball and changeup working together, so I was able to keep all the hitters off balance and everything.
You feel like you and Austin kind of compete a little bit since you're teammates at school, trying to outpitch each other here?
A little bit. After I saw what he did, I knew I had to, step it up a little bit because we always call our coach, so I couldn't come in second to him. But
it's a couple of back-to-back good starts. 1-1 on Michael Cantu leading off the inning. He'll be followed by Cole Fabio and Brody Weiss, with Cotuit trying to go on top for the first time today. Axel, more trivia?
Yeah, I do have a couple more questions. But let me ask one more question to Daniel in just a second right here.
1-1 is waved at and missed. It's 1-2 on the D.
Past season at Mississippi State, I believe you only started one game, but you've been a starting pitcher here in the Cape. What's the plan this upcoming year at school? Have you talked with your coach about that? Will you be put in the starting rotation?
Don't really know right now. I guess we'll see when we go back to the fall. But, we have many solid starters at State this year. It's going to be an upside, so I'm ready to do whatever, if that's pin or anything. So looking forward to it.
2-2 on Cantu. The lefty winds and fires. Swing and a bouncing ball towards third. Fielding it right over the bag, and it rolls foul. Blackman let it go. And that was very close to bouncing over the bag. Instead, the count stays 2-2. And again, a loud call there from third base umpire Steve Williams.
All right, trivia question. Who are the only two catchers in MLB history to catch 4 no-hitters?
Ooh.
Buster Posey.
I was going to say Posey.
Beartech.
Ooh. That's one.
There's
Pudge.
one more. One more. How old?
Still playing.
Still playing.
Yachty.
Carlos Ruiz.
There you go. Dan's answering all the questions. I got to borrow them from...
Am I not allowed to answer anymore?
I don't think anymore, no.
All right, I'll stop. I'll start writing down my answers, and then if you guys don't get them, then I'll start to chime in.
Keep them coming.
2-2 on Cantu. The lefty Tribby deals, swing, and a looper foul back over the screen. It's still 2-2.
It's smart how you guys tell each other the answer before he asks the question.
Oh, it's funny that you don't think I know my baseball trivia.
No, I'm just saying I could hear him whispering you the answers.
Well, that makes one of us who heard him whisper that. So you heard him whisper the answer and you still couldn't say it?
No, I heard the whisper. I didn't hear the answer.
Ah, okay. 2-2 on Cantu, who's 0 for 2. The pitch, swing and a line drive. Fair ball down the left field line. Steve Williams has a friendly call for the Kettleers, and Cantu will cruise into second with a leadoff double here in the 6th inning. That ball landed, looked like right on the line. And for Cantu, just his second hit as a Kettleer. And now Sage Jenko will go pinch run for him. Jenko, a speedster with the go-ahead run at second here in the 6th inning. And Cole Fabio coming up in a bunting situation.
We should do this in our broadcast regularly, Dan. For every double, a trivia question to our fans.
Why does it have to be just for a double? Like, why not for anything?
For anything.
Yeah,
for anything.
He stepped off the mound. Let's have a trivia question.
All right. All right.
But please, what you got?
All right. The record for consecutive scoreless innings pitched is 59. Who holds that record? Hall of Fame pitcher, retired. You need to put your hand down, Dan.
I put my hand up instead of saying something.
Nolan Ryan?
Nope.
Nope. No, I feel like that's a decent. I think that's a decent guess. Not
Roger Clemens?
No. If you want hints, I can give you a couple. 88 season. Played for the Dodgers.
Koufax? Hershiser.
Hershiser, yeah. Whose record did he beat that year?
What team?
Also the Dodgers. Fabio takes up Sayre's ball one. He was showing bunt. The corner's playing in. Especially Scoug at first. Blackman staying back a little bit. Hershiser was 59.
No, not the Mexican.
No, the other guy was 58.
Dang.
Innings, not the year.
What year was it?
1-0. Fabio bunts one third base side of beauty. Tribby off the mound. Fields throws to first. Not in time. And now the Kettleers have men on the corners, nobody out, and Brody Weiss coming up. Not sure of the year.
It's not a Mexican guy, though?
Nope.
Any ideas, Dan?
Idea.
DD. And
Nope.
John's back to reading his magazine. Brody Weiss the batter with Janko on third, Fabio at first, nobody out in the 6th inning. The game tied at 1. The corners play up with Scoug holding on the runner at first. Middle infield back. Tribby set. Throws to first. Probably trying to see if Weiss would be bunting, and he didn't give anything away. Axel still looking stuff up. What do you guys think Coach Roberts does here? Have him bunt or swing away?
Swing away, probably.
Takes the first pitch curveball for a strike.
Oh, it looks like he's swinging away.
Does it count that you waited till the ball was in midair and he hadn't squared?
That before,
Okay.
as he came set.
It was borderline.
I think he goes for a bunt now.
0-1.
0-1? Terrible call, Brown.
I kind of hope he bunts now.
And the pickoff, no bunt. Bad
He
call
squared.
by Daniel Brown.
Well, he squared. I think that's a point for Brown.
I don't think he squared.
He
He
most
definitely
absolutely and about a third of the way off the bat.
Yeah, I would say that too if I called a bunt.
Does anyone else
Brody
see that?
looks like he's swinging away up there.
Everyone else says yes.
Really?
You just go back into the dugout.
Bad judgment of the game.
So with this breaking action,
Is he
it is
coming
trivia
out?
time. Yeah, he just like disappeared.
Looks like Jehudimus is going to come in and hit for him with
Wow.
an 0-1 count.
What?
That's weird.
All right. Well,
I'm as perplexed as you are.
real quick before he steps up.
Great call on the bunt, guys. Good job. Is he gonna pull? Is he gonna?
He did square the
is
bunt,
he
though.
gonna square the bunt?
How's Nkosi's bunting?
Really good, I think.
We'll see. Well, Coach Roberts oftentimes takes pitchers out mid-at-bat. Now taking out Weiss behind 0-1 and brings in Jehudimus with first and third, nobody out. A 1-1 tie in the 6th inning.
All right, real quick question here. Of the 2015 MLB Baseball Hall of Fame inductees, which player got Rookie of the Year votes? Only one of them did.
Craig Biggio,
Of this year's class, you said?
Pedro Martinez,
Did you say Victor Martinez?
Pedro.
Okay.
pick one of four. Biggio, Smoltz, Johnson, or Martinez.
I'm going to go Johnson.
It was Pedro.
Yo, Warren, throw to first. And no sign of a bunt there from Jehudimus.
The answer was Pedro.
I was going to say Pedro, but
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
But that was an easy one.
Oh,
I mean,
because
one of
he told
four.
you the answer before.
Yeah, exactly. 0-1. Tribby sent, looks at first, and deals home. Curveball taken downstairs, and no sign of a bunt there. It's 1-1.
Just like I called.
Well, different situation now, isn't it? I still think Brown gets a point for calling the bunt.
He definitely squared.
He slid his hand up. He was bunting, which is weird, and then Roberts took him out before another pitch was thrown. Here's the 1-1. Changed up, missed up and away, 2-1. And Spencer Gay waiting on deck for the Kettleers, who really would love to take the lead here. Tired?
No. Just hoping for a quick RBI. 2-1 count.
Not a bunt, though.
Looking for something up. Maybe get a sacrifice fly.
Lefty sent, 2-1. Curveball taken at the knees for a strike. It's 2-2. Do you guys have any theories as to why he put Jehudimus in for Brody?
No idea.
I think it's looking for a home run.
Especially how well Brody's been playing in the field.
Lefty sent, the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He went around at a curveball in the dirt. And Rick Emerson behind the plate. One man away. So a first out and a big one. Now Spencer Gay coming up. Still first and third. One away. And Tribby would love a double play ball here to get out of this inning. That's his 5th strikeout of the day. Corners play up. Middle infield back. Gay is 1 for 3 with a run. Tribby sent. First pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the left side and through the whole base hit left field. Jenko scores. Stopping at second is Fabio. Spencer Gay on his first with an RBI single. And the Kettleers 2-1. And looking back, if Weiss had gotten the bunt down, maybe that's a 2-run single. But still an RBI single, and the Kettleers lead for the first time today and still in a position to rally. Jaron Kendall coming up with runners on first and second, still only one man away. Kendall is 1 for 3. Singled in the 5th inning. Was erased on a fielder's choice, but a very aggressive hard slide helped prevent a double play, and the Kettleers tied the game on that play. They lead now 2-1 with 1 out in the 6th inning. And Spencer Gay now 2 for 4 today. He continues his red-hot July, and now an 8-game hitting streak in that span is 11 for 30. Blackman in at third. Scout plays behind Gay at first. Middle infield back, hoping for a double play ball. Lefty on lefty. Tribute deals. Fastball popped up foul over the third base side bleachers. It's 0-1 on Kendall. Do you have any more, Axel? Any that you haven't whispered the answers to me?
I don't know, man.
Hey, John, look at my laptop. John, see all those lines? Right here?
Yeah.
That's from you going. Pitch, fastball fouled away. It's 0-2.
Oh, boy.
What did that hit?
Yeah, it hit the top of the snack shack.
Better than a car window, that's for sure.
All right, youngest pitcher to ever get to 300 is still an active pitcher.
I have a couple of theories, but I'm not saying anything, don't worry. 0-2. The lefty deals a fastball off the outside corner, 1-2 on Kendall. It's a toughie.
Rosenthal?
1-2 on Kendall. First and second, one away. 2-1 Cotuit, last of the 6th inning. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly drive deep to left, back towards the corner. That ball's going to hit off the base of the wall in play. Fabio around third. He comes in to score. Gay stops at third. Kendall's on at second with a double, and it's 3-1 Kettleers. That almost got out of here. That was, 2 seconds to the base of the wall?
Give me some hints here.
I don't know.
You said he's still playing?
Youngest player, right?
Yes. A trip out to the mound now for Jeff Trundy. Looks like that's going to be all for Tribby. With second and third, one away in the sixth inning, 3-1 Cotuit. And a reliever coming in. His day will be done, and he looked good early on, really faltered late. The youngest pitcher to 300 saves.
What's your guess, Dan?
What about Papelbon?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good guess.
I was going to say Kimbrel. K-Rod.
K-Rod's still pitching? For the Mets?
He's on the Brewers now. It's K-Rod?
Yep, K-Rod.
Angels.
He was on the Mets?
370 career saves as of July 24th, 2015.
I need those updated stats, Axel.
I was really surprised about that, too. I'm surprised he's still pitching.
Oh,
What's more surprising is, all right, so he plays for the Brewers right now. But he actually played for Baltimore. He was traded at some point in 2013. And he plays for the Brewers again. So I didn't even realize.
He's in your team's division.
I don't care about the Brewers. No one cares about the Brewers, man.
Yeah, I know, but they play the Cubs 19 times a year.
I'm going to see them late September.
Good for you.
See, at Wrigley, there's the upper deck behind, like the infield upper deck. The best seats in the house because there's no obstructed views with the poles or anything. Expensive tickets. Even for like a lame game like Cubs versus Brewers, easily $50, $60. I was on StubHub.
Wow.
Found two tickets, about 5 seats off of that, upper deck. 2 tickets for $50. An absolute steal. It was on StubHub for about a couple hours trying to find.
Good for you,
something
Axel.
like that.
Proud of you.
Yeah. So who knows? Hopefully, I won't be seeing K-Rod though, because then that'd mean that the Brewers would be winning.
Oh, that'd be great. Jack Finnegan, the righty, will come on out of the bullpen. Tribby went 5 1/3. 3 runs so far, and Gay on third and Kendall on second. His responsibility as well. Allowed 10 hits and struck out 5.
Here we go.
And Will Haney coming up.
One more trivia question about K-Rod. He holds a single-season MLB record with saves. How many saves, Dan? Put your hand down.
Did he break Aragones?
Yeah, he has a single-season record.
He was on the Angels when he did it.
Is it in the 70s?
No.
Higher?
No.
50s?
Nope. First pitch to Haney. Curveball, strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
62.
Yeah.
Got it right on the money.
Woo! Second and third, the infield the way around. Haney is 1 for 3 on the day. A single in the first, an RBI fielder's choice in the 5th inning. And a chance to blow this game wide open. Finnegan set, the 0-1. Swing and a dribbler foul by the on-deck circle. Barry knocks it down but can't barehand it. It's 0-2. And Finnegan would love a strikeout here. You guys have any questions? You guys have anything? Anything that you stump me that Axel hasn't told me the answer to already? Finnegan sent 0-2 on Haney. Here's the righty's pitch. Swing and a ground ball through the right side. Base hit right center field. That'll bring home 2. Gay scores. Kendall right behind him. Haney stomps at first, clapping his hands with a 2-run single. It's 5-1 Kettleers in the 6th inning. And he's really turned his season around this last week or so. How big has that been for you guys offensively?
Huge. I mean, it's always great to have him behind the plate just for his defensive work, but when he can swing it as well and give us some runs, it's awesome.
That's now 2 hits on the day for Haney and 3 RBIs. A 6-game hitting streak, a 6-game RBI streak as well. 5-1 Cotuit, and still only 1 out in the 6th inning. Brandon Berry, the batter. Finnegan deals to the righty. A curveball taken downstairs, 1-0. Berry, the 7th man to bat this inning. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Thinking, Axel?
Yeah, I'm looking something up.
Finnegan deals home a 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball to right field. Drifting back a few steps is Quinn. And he makes the grab for out number 2. And Haney retreats back to first base. That'll bring on Mike Pius, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. With Haney on first and 2 away. 4 runs home this inning for the Kettleers on 5 hits. They lead it 5-1.
In that game that Roger Maris hit at the time a MLB record 61 home runs, what was the score of that ball game against the Red Sox?
Well, I was watching it on TV, and if I can remember, it was 4-2.
Curveball missed, 1-0 on Pius. Swinging a bouncy ball to third. Scooped up by Blackman. He takes his time, throws to first just in time to get Pius. And that brings an end to the inning. Do you guys sticking around, or do you have to get back downstairs? What was it?
Doesn't matter. We can do either or.
All right, why not stick around if you want? Or you can go.
Passing it off to Axel, but I'm sticking around.
All right, sounds good. In the inning for Cotuit, 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors, a man left. On to the 7th inning, 5-1 Kettleers on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
The Kettleers and Cotuit Athletic Association welcomes Spencer Hallett Plumbing and Heating as a premium sponsor and member of the exclusive Kettleers Club in 2015. This family-owned business has been providing heating and plumbing services to businesses and homeowners on Cape Cod for over 100 years. It's what you'd call local, as Spencer is a 4th-generation member of the business and 12th-generation Cape Codder. If you're looking for quality plumbing and heating work, call Spencer Hallett at 508-428-6080 or visit their website at hallettplumbing.com.
Top of the 7th inning, Kettleers have a 5-1. The Falmouth Commodores explode for 4 runs behind 5 hits in the bottom of the 6th inning. And some defensive changes as well. Playing first base now is Tim Cisnera. Moving from first to right is Brandon Berry, and moving from right field to third base is Spencer Gay. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Commodores. First pitch to Tristan Gray, swinging a miss on a breaking ball. Count is 0-1. Tristan Gray is 0 for 2 today. He flew out to center fielder Jaron Kendall to lead off the 2nd, and then he closed out the 4th inning with a strikeout. Here's the 0-1. A slapper ground ball toward second base. Fabio gloves it, throws to first in time and out.
Some hectic changes going on now, too. That's a long bottom of the 6th inning as well, but really a much-needed offensive outburst from this team. And now just 8 outs away from a huge win.
And now also, Dan, this game about 2 hours old. We were through about 4.5 in about an hour. So the game has definitely slowed down. Top of the 7th, one down. Logan Ice, the batter. First pitch to Ice. A changeup that missed down and away. And Nick Lewis back out for his 2nd inning of work. In his 1st inning, he retired the 3 batters he faced. He struck out the first 2. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball, chopper along first base. Grabbing it is Lewis with 2 hands, and underhand flips to Cisnera for the out. Score that 1-3 on the putout. And that's 2 down now for Caleb Hamilton, the 9-hitter. The order restarts after Hamilton. But Nick Lewis looking for a 1-2-3 inning.
And he's looked very good so far. Faced 5 batters. Retired all 5 of them. 3 weak ground outs. And a couple of strikeouts. 2 wild pitches. But able to work around it in the 6th inning.
Caleb Hamilton, the batter. 1 for 2. First pitch to Hamilton. Fastball lower, outside corner, called strike. It's 0-1. I believe that was more of a changeup. But the result's the same. It was a strike. Lewis in the set. The righty looks down, pitches the 0-1. A hard hit grounder to third baseman Spencer Gay. Throws to first in time, a 1-2-3 inning. And Gay had to get down on one knee and scoop it with the backhand about shoulder level. So we'll now head to the bottom of the 7th inning, but first it is stretch time at Lowell Park, mid-7th. Kettleers lead the Commodore League Network.
Celebrate history and build for the future, brick by brick. That's the slogan for the Cotuit Kettleers engraved brick fundraiser. The bricks we engrave for you will replace the blank bricks in the plaza area behind home plate. Cheer on the Kettleers, honor that special someone, celebrate a life event, or recognize your business. These are only a few examples of what you might want on your engraved brick. To get started, visit the Kettleers website at www.kettleers.org or stop by the tables under the red tents at all Kettleer home games.
Home half of the 7th inning, Brett Stevens leading things off for the Kettleers. 6, 7, 8 due up. Jack Finnegan, the pitcher, the righty deals the first pitch. Curveball over the middle of the plate, a called strike. Stevens tonight is 1 for 2. Here's the 0-1 to the lefty. The dirt evens up the count 1-1. Finnegan out of the full windup, working quickly. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Curveball down and in the dirt. See now when he falls behind 1-2. Finnegan came in relief of Austin Tribby in the 6th inning. Tribby went 5 1/3. Here's the 1-2 to Stevens. Swing and a miss. Another fastball down and in. And Brett Stevens retired for the 2nd time tonight via the strikeout. Sage Janko, the batter, came in to pinch run for Michael Cantu, who had a double to lead off the 6th inning. Janko would go on to score. He would score on a pair of hits. Stepping up to the plate for the first time today. Finnegan, the righty, deals the first pitch. Fastball at the waist, a bit inside, a called strike. Kettleers winning 5-1 at home. 5 runs behind 11 hits. Falmouth 1 run behind 6th. Big looping curveball, missed upstairs. Count is 1-1. So Austin Tribby went 5 1/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 5 earned runs, walked 1 batter, struck out 5. Here's the 1-1 to Janko. Another curveball over the heart of the plate. Things really came apart for Tribby in the 6th inning. Finnegan did give up that 2 RBI single to Haney. Called third strike, a fastball inside. Sage Janko retired. 2 straight strikeouts for Jack Finnegan. So 2 down now in the home half of the 7th. Cole Fabio, the 3rd batter, up to the plate. Bats righty. He is 1 for 3 today. 2 flyouts and a bunt single. First pitch to Fabio. Another curveball taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Finnegan deals the curveball, this time hit sharply to shortstop Tristan Gray on a hop. Throw to first in time, and a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Finnegan. We're through 7 full. The Kettleers lead the Commodores 5-1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Do you want or need some Cotuit Kettleers apparel and memorabilia? Well, there's one place to get everything you need. The Kettleers store at Lowell Park, open during all Kettleers home games. We sell hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, keychains, baseballs, jackets, and everything else you could possibly need. So be sure to stop by and purchase all your Cotuit Kettleers merchandise at the Kettleers store at Lowell Park. Top of the order due up in the top of the 8th inning. J.J. Matajevic, Boomer White, and Evan Scow. A really quick 1-2-3 inning in both half of the 7th. And here we are now. Nick Lewis going out for his 3rd full inning of work. First pitch to Matajevic. Fastball outside corner, misses. Count is 1-0 to the DH, who has been on a real tear as of late, and today has been no exception. A double, a single. He's also scored a run. Here's the 1-0 to the lefty. Hit hard and foul left side. That evens up the count 1-1, but you can really hear the crack of the bat right there for Matajevic. Matajevic, 4 home runs on the season, 12 RBI. He attends the University of Arizona. Lewis, the righty, works out of the set, the 1-1. Just getting his bat on that curveball down and away. The count is 1-2. Or excuse me, 2-0. Whoa. Looked like he took a swing at that, but it was on the scoreboard. It says a ball. Sure, that'll be corrected.
I'm pretty sure he swung at that. That's got to be a scoreboard mistake.
So we'll wait and see that get changed. It has to be changed. He went around right there. Even if he didn't hit the ball.
Oh, did he not go around?
He had to have. Here's the pitch to Matajevic. Is in the dirt, and the scoreboard says 3-1, but it...
Now the home plate umpire, Rick Emerson, turns around to correct it. Well, after the last pitch when we thought he went around, Emerson held up his hands like it was 2-1. and then that pitch was low and then changed it, so it is 2-2, as it should be.
Here's the pitch, grounded along first base and foul. And looked like Tim Cisnera couldn't, it looked like he gloved it in foul territory, but it rolls all the way into right field foul territory.
Not quite Brandon Berry over there at first. I think Berry would have found a way to get a ground for his uniform on a play like that, one way or another. He's in right field, plenty of grass there, diving play, sliding, whatever it is. Chances to get that uniform even dirtier.
2-2 count to Matajevic, no shift being put on. Here's the is in the dirt. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And I really didn't pay much attention while the two fellas were up here, John Woodcock and Daniel Brown, but I don't think they put the shift in the top of the 7th either. I think once they took that 5-1 lead, they just stopped. The Kettleers did. But it was a quick 1-2-3 inning, so really don't remember much of the 7th already, even though it just happened. Swung on, hit to the shortstop, Mike Paez, whips it to first in time. Now swung away in the top of the 8th inning. A hard hit ball by J.J. Matajevic up the middle of the infield, but taking a nice angle, cutting it off, and getting to it in time and whipping it is Paez.
And Matajevic now just 2 for 4, but he has hit the ball well all 4 at-bats, a double and then a single. And 3 unassisted ground out in the 5th inning on a great diving play by Berry. And then that hard grounder to Paez here in the 8th.
Boomer White, the batter. 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. First pitch to White, taken for a fastball down the middle of the plate. Falmouth, last in the league in runs scored. And tonight they just have 1 run. They trail the Kettleers 5-1. Here's the pitch to White. Curveball down and in, a called strike, 0-2. And on that pitch, Boomer White's knees buckled a bit, so he was fooled. There's 106 runs scored on the season for Falmouth. It's been a struggle for them offensively. 0-2 to White. Swing and a miss, a curveball down in the dirt. Chasing that one, and he strikes out.
That's now 3 strikeouts for Lewis. He's faced 8 batters. He's retired all 8 of them. 3 strikeouts and 5 groundouts. The ball hasn't left the infield yet with him on the mound.
He hasn't been used a lot this season. Last time he played was that July 18th win at Falmouth. He went 1 2/3, gave up a run, and allowed a walk. But that run came in garbage time. Swung on to the right side, getting in front of it, and reaching over his head is Cisnera to grab that ball. Flips to Lewis. That's an out for Evan Scout. 3-1, and another 1-2-3 inning. Middle of the 8th, Kettleers lead 5, Commodores 1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Stop by the Kettleers Kitchen when visiting Lowell Park for the best food in the Cape League. Enjoy clam chowder, chili, nachos, hot dogs, popcorn, sausages, pizza, turkey wraps, ice cream, candy, and more. For the best food in the Cape League, stop by the Kettleers Kitchen. Home half of the 8th. 1-2 hitters due up for the Kettleers. Tim Cisnera, the batter. First pitch to Cisnera. Is ball, it's 1-0. To the catcher slash third baseman slash today first baseman. Came in defensively a couple innings ago. New pitcher in for Falmouth, that's George Brandecker. Here's the 1-0. Fastball inside, misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Brandecker making his 5th appearance of the season. Joined this team in July. 0-1 record, 8.10 ERA. Here's a 2-0. Fastball missed outside between the corners. He falls behind, 3 balls, no strikes. He's pitched us 3 1/3 innings. He's given up 8 hits. He's walked 2. He's struck out 3. Here's a 3-0. Fastball down the middle of the plate. And right there, Cisnera taking that pitch. Knew before that pitch he was taking all the way. So the righty in the full windup fires the 3-1. Fastball missed downstairs and away. 5-pitch walk for Tim Cisnera, and the leadoff runner's on base for the Kettleers. Spencer Gay up to the plate. He is 2 for 4. He had singles in the 5th and 6th inning. He also scored runs in the 5th and 6th inning. He had an RBI in the 6th as well. An 8-game hitting streak. And during that streak now, 4 RBIs. First pitch to Gay. Showing bunt, pops it up high, out of play, and hits the top of the press box. He falls behind 0-1. Spencer Gay coming into this game against this team, batting .429. That average will jump now that he is 2 for 4. Last regular season meeting between these two teams. And a very, very important one. Cotuit on top as it stands right now. 0-1. Hit hard and foul into the trees to the right of the first base bleachers. The count is 0-2 to Spencer Gay. Win here, and the Kettleers will be 2.5 games ahead of Falmouth. Wareham currently losing their ball game against Harwich. The Kettleers can find themselves 3rd in the West Division by the end of tonight. Here's the 0-2 to Gay. Fastball in the dirt, it's 1-2. And that's just such a far cry from where this team was about a week and a half ago. Before that weekend series against Falmouth and then that Sunday game against Wareham.
They've turned it around big time these last 3 days. The pitching's looked great, and the hitting has been pretty timely.
Pickoff attempt not in time. Standing is Cisnera. What has really helped them, because the Kettleers are just their last 5 games. It's just Falmouth is 0 for 5. Just 1 win in their last 10. So they have been helped out by the Falmouth losing streak. A win here, and Falmouth falls to the cellar of the West Division. Back 2.5 games at the final playoff spot with just 5 games left. Certainly just very tough odds to come on top against. The 1-2 to Gay. Swung on left side, grabbing as the third baseman Tate. Throw to second for 1, throw to first for 2 is not going to be in time. So they almost turn a double play, but Spencer Gay is safe on the fielder's choice.
That was a very close play at first, too. Bang, bang. And Rick Delvecchia calls it in favor of the Kettleers. Really could have gone either way. Tough to see with the naked eye. And unlike the major leagues, we don't get the benefit of having replay. A good hustle either way by Gay to beat that one out.
Run on first, Spencer Gay. Jaron Kendall up to the plate. He had a double into the right field corner back in the 6th. He would go on to score a run. First pitch, fastball, down in the dirt. It's 1-0. He's had himself a ball game. He's 2 for 4 today.
And besides from that RBI double and run in the 6th inning, a big play in the 5th inning. The hard slide into second to take out Caleb Hamilton and help break up an inning-ending double play to tie the game.
Here's the 1-0. Chop along first base line and foul. Not by much. There was such little space between the first base line and Evan Scoug, the first baseman. Got past Scoug, but broke a bit too much and broke foul.
From where he was playing, pretty much the only way that ball gets past him is if it's foul. Because if it's fair, he pretty much has
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Jaron Kendall, the lefty, stepping back into the box. Middle infielders playing about double play depth. Second baseman Caleb Hamilton playing a bit off that bag at second. He's more between first and second. Scoug holding the runner at first. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Kind of with a changeup. And Kendall was expecting fastball there. He falls behind 1-2. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kettleers with a 5-1 lead. 3 outs away from a 3-game winning streak, and the Commodores 3 outs away from a 6-game losing streak. Stepping off the rubber is Brandecker. And he steps back on. The righty from Pittsburgh State.
Didn't know that existed.
Me neither.
When you think of Pittsburgh schools, you just think Pitt. And then you threw me off there a little bit. Pittsburgh State.
Yeah.
What conference is that in?
I have no idea.
Time for Google.
Time for Google. We learn something new every day on the broadcast. Well, he's ahead on Kendall 1-2. Spin and turn to first. Standing back is Gay. The Kettleers, when leading after 7 innings this season, are 12-2.
Plot twist. It's located in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Wow. 1-2 swing and a miss. High heat. Jaron Kendall's retired. Second strikeout of the evening against Kendall. And for Brandecker, that's his first strikeout.
Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Did not at all.
I did not know there was a Pittsburgh in Kansas. Although it is spelled differently. There's no H at the end.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Pittsburgh State Athletics.
Will Haney, the batter. 2 for 4. 2 singles, 2 RBI.
The Pittsburgh State Gorillas.
Wow, what a mascot. Brandecker in the set. Spin, turn to first, standing back is Gay. And Will Haney continues his hot hitting. 2 RBIs today. He has reached base 3 times in 4 plate appearances. And even that one time he flew out to right, it was a very well hit ball deep in the gap. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul opposite field.
Mid-America Collegiate Athletic Association.
I'm assuming Pittsburgh State's not D1 then.
I was about to say D2.
Oh, okay. D2. Will Haney stepping back into the box. A 6-game hitting streak, 6-game RBI streak, an 8-game on-base streak. Here's the 0-1. It breaks in the dirt. Blocking it is Ice. That was a curveball. And Haney evens up the count, 1-1.
So, there you know. Pittsburgh State is located in Kansas. It's spelled without an H at the end, unlike the city in Pennsylvania. And is a D2 school in the MIAA.
Here's the 1-1 to Haney. Fastball missed outside.
You know that, like, the more you know graphic?
Yeah, that's
this would be a perfect time for that. If only we had somebody who could put more graphics on the screen. Looking at you, Greg.
2-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Called a strike. Was pretty much in the same spot it was the pitch before that was called a ball. But Rick Emerson says it's a strike, so it's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Haney.
Hopefully he's not still confused from the 2-1 versus whatever happened earlier. I think he's got it right now, though.
Here's the pitch. Taken off the outside corner. That count now runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And the catcher, Ice, motioning need to cover second with a full count and 2 men away. And Scoug at first will play behind the runner Gay.
Brandecker in the set, peering in for his sign. All infielders playing back, and Will Haney granted timeout at the plate. What's impressive about his 2 RBI single was that he went opposite field. He's a big righty bat. He loves to pull. Here's the payoff pitch to Haney. Well upstairs, he draws a walk. Runners now on first and second for the cleanup hitter, Brandon Berry.
And that's 3 times safely on base tonight for Haney. A couple of singles, a walk, 3 RBIs, excuse me. So he's had quite the night at the plate.
11th walk of the season now for Will Haney.
His average up to 211 on the year. A little more than a week ago, it was in the 140s. So talk about a season turnaround.
While Brandon Berry was out of the lineup nursing an injury, Will Haney stepped up and was the offensive plug for the Kettleers. Now with Haney back and Brandon Berry back and playing well for his 2nd straight game, the Kettleers are in business. First pitch to Brandon Berry. Swung on, slashed foul behind home plate to the fence.
Berry 1 for 4 with a double. And that was a ringer of a double as well to the corner in left field. Almost got it out, too.
Came back from a week away due to injury 2 days ago against Orleans. Went 1 for 2 in that game, drew 2 walks. And a big RBI chance right here in a 5-1 ball game. 0-1 to the righty. Curveball breaks below the knees. And that evens up the count, 1-1 to Brandon Berry.
Anything on that the more you know graphic, Greg? He says he can do it.
I'm not sure that program has the capabilities. No.
Axel doubts.
No, I don't doubt him. I doubt the program.
You should have seen Greg's face. It was just like, oh, no, you don't.
Trust me, I don't doubt him. I doubt the program. It's not exactly...
I have faith in you, Greg. Axel doesn't.
I think you're...
See who your real friends are now.
I think you're
truth comes
morphing
out.
my words. Here's the 1-1 to Berry. Fastball high and in.
Oh, completely. Why not? It's the 8th inning. It's
morphing the
5-1. Gotta have some fun, right?
Look, I believe in Greg. I don't believe in the program.
I believe in Greg so much that no matter
going to.
how bad the program might be, he can do it. Greg, don't let me down. See, something's going to get up there. So.
Oh, boy. Well, we can't see it. Here,
hold on, I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna go walk back to Greg and see what
2-1, hit to the left side of the infield, through for a base hit. Rounding third is Spencer Gay. The throw from left field. The home plate is high and is not going to be in time. Throw over to second, and on the throw, Brandon Berry takes second. Spencer Gay scores. The throw from left field to the catcher, Logan Ice, was really hanging up in the air. And another run scores, an RBI for Brandon Berry on that single. It's 6-1 now in the bottom of the 8th. Well, the good times continue rolling for the Kettleers. And for Brandon Berry, an RBI single. And on the throw over to second, the throw over to home plate, he takes second. So just to get everything caught up, Brandon Berry's on at second, and Will Haney is over at third.
For those wondering, actually, you should have seen it. Greg did it.
Go ahead and bring in a first pitch to Pius. Fastball clips the high outside corner, called strike. What was it? What was on the screen?
The more you know thing.
Oh, really?
It wasn't moving. It was just a picture.
It's fine. It works. Pius has a single today. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Really took a violent hack at that one, but it was a fastball blown by him. No balls, 2 strikes to the shortstop from Coastal Carolina, who is sporting a clean-shaven face for the first time all summer. He has an open stance with the 0-2 count. Brandon Decker may go outside on this pitch. Here's the 0-2 to Pius. Swung on, weakly chopped to the second baseman, Caleb Hamilton. He grabs the roller, throws to first for the out. The side is retired, but the Kettleers score another run on an RBI single from Brandon Berry. So we'll head to the top of the 9th. The Kettleers 3 outs away from winning this ball game. They lead 6-1 on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Bank of Cape Cod is proud to sponsor today's Cotuit Replay from a former Kettleer with branches in Hyannis, Osterville, and Falmouth. Rediscover local banking with Bank of Cape Cod. Bobby Shore from 2010 has... Obviously, the most memorable moment that I had was winning the league championship and celebrating with my teammates. Loved taking pictures with that trophy. The fans really made the summer great. I loved the interactions of the fans and how they were so close up to us on the field. It was so much fun when it was my turn to go sell tickets for the 50-50 raffle and walk through the crowds of people and collect all the money. Going from nice charter buses at the University of Oklahoma to school buses definitely made me chuckle, but having those just made the entire process that much better. Just playing baseball for the love of the game, going against tree. Even to this day, telling teammates that I played in the Cape Cod Baseball League brings out reactions of, "No way, you played in the Cape?" This has come at all levels in the minors, and it really turned into a fraternity among guys. It was to play baseball, and I am so fortunate and thankful to be a member of the Cotuit Kettleers. Bobby Shore with his Cotuit replay, brought to you by the Bank of Cape Cod with branches in Hyannis, Osterville, and Falmouth. Part of the order due up for Falmouth here in the top of the 9th inning. It is do or die time, just 3 more outs. Unless, of course, they can tie up this ball game or take the lead. Nick Lewis back out for another inning of work. He has been very good through 3 full. He's retired all the batters he's faced. Heath Quinn swinging at that pitch and numbing it foul to the first base dugout.
And Nick Lewis, who's been just spectacular, has been perfect through 3 innings. 9 up, 9 down, 3 strikeouts, 6 ground outs. So still not a ball out of the infield.
Here's the 0-1 to Quinn. Hit opposite field, right field. Barry running toward the line. He sets under it and makes the catch running.
Go figure. Announcer's jinx. Well, he gets the out, but a ball out of the infield finally to the 10th man that he faces.
And even then right there, Brandon Barry had plenty of time to run and make that catch.
For a first baseman, he looks pretty smooth out in right field. Second time I think we've seen him there this year, and he made a nice grab a couple of weeks ago, the first time he was out there.
That was against Wareham. A ball hit over his head. He grabbed it and then doubled up the runner from first as that ball is drilled to center field by Tate Blackman, right to Jaron Kendall, 2 away in the top of the 9th. And now, Falmouth down to their final out of the ball game.
And the Kettleers an out away from taking the season series 4-2 and beating Falmouth at home for the first time in 3 tries.
Looking to improve to 16-23 on the season. 2.5 games ahead of Falmouth. And if Wareham loses tonight, the Kettleers would be 3rd in the West. First pitch to Mitch Longo is a fastball outside between the corners. So it's a 1-0 count to the center fielder who has struggled today. He is 0 for 3. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup.
Boy, was he fooled, too. Way out in front was Longo on that one.
81-mile-an-hour changeup by Nick Lewis as he peers in for the signs. He deals the 1-1. Popped up high, foul territory along third base. Spencer Gay running to the wall, and it just gets past him in past foul territory, out of play. 1-2 is the count. Spencer Gay playing third base. He started this game in right field. Brandon Barry there in right field. Tim Cisnera playing first. And the Kettleers a strike away from winning this ball game, improving to 16-23. And though no guarantees, no game clinchers, no anything, but their prospects looking great for the playoffs. The 1-2 is in the dirt, bounced. Evens up the count, 2-2.
What's left of the crowd, probably about halfway full in the bleachers on the third base side, a little less so on the first base side. But the Kettleers fans who were here clapping their hands, making some noise, and trying to help Lewis finish this one off.
Lewis deals the 2-2. Fly ball, right center field, running back is Jaron Kendall. Under and making the catch. This ball game is over. The Kettleers defeat the Falmouth Commodores 6-1. They improved to 16-23 on the season, and they are now 2.5 games ahead of the Commodores. And if the hold scores, Wareham losing their ball game, the Kettleers could find themselves at the end of the night 3rd in the West Division. An absolutely pivotal win, and they got the job done.
And just a great performance from the pitching staff. Matt Milburn was good through 5. Mitch Stallings just 1 batter. Fisk gave up a hit. Nick Lewis gets the win, and boy did he deserve it. 4 innings, 12 up, 12 down, struck out 3 batters. He was absolutely fantastic tonight. And when the Kettleers needed it, timely hitting, not early in the game, but as it got later on. The big hit for there, Jaron Kendall had one, Will Haney had a couple, Brandon Berry got in on the fun, and that's something that we haven't seen for a lot of this year from the Kettleers. And these last 3 games, when they've needed big hits, they've been there. And if they can keep that up, this could be a dangerous team heading into the playoffs.
Some very timely hitting when getting the opportunities, and just some really good pitching. Matt Noburn, the starter, doesn't get the win, but he pitched 5 really good innings of just 1-run ball. He gave he kept this team in this game, and then of course handing the reins off to Nick Lewis. Like he said, 4 innings, no base runners, an incredible outing for him, and the hitting was there as well. So the Kettleers improved to 16-23 on the season. Falmouth drops to 13-25-1. And with 5 games remaining, they're 2.5 games out of the Kettleers for 4th. We'll wait to see with Wareham that situation changes, but they're really on the outside looking in with just 5 games left. They're on a 6-game losing streak. Kettleers, meanwhile, on a 3-game winning streak. So that'll do it here at Lowell Park. For my partner Dan Silverman, I'm Max Obuata. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. And you can join us tomorrow at Hyannis. That's a 6 p.m. game at Hyannis, at McKeon Park, in Hyannis. So we hope to see you tomorrow. Again, one more time, the Kettleers win 6-1 against the Falmouth Commodores. We hope to hear you tomorrow. Have a good night.